Welcome back to Los Angeles 2119. We are Callisto 6. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm a little tired today, but I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. I get to game.
His mom again, apparently.
Yeah, we doing.
Yeah. You shapeshifted before we went live.
Mom's like you.
I didn't get the memo that we was doing voices when we started.
Don't you know Daddy?
All right.
Oh my God.
We're doing good.
I love voices.
All of us have done voices except for Sam. Sam, we're waiting on the voice.
It's the beanie.
Have you ever seen Noises Off?
Yeah, it's my favorite show.
There's that great line. I thought I heard people's boxes. I mean, boxes' voices.
Box's voice. I was only able to fit it up. I mean, it fit. Yeah.
I love that movie. What a cast in that film.
What's this movie?
It's a
It's
great
called Noises Off. Carol Burnett, Christopher Reeve,
John Ritter,
John Ritter.
Mark Lynn Baker.
Okay.
Man.
It was a play. It's one of the longest running plays ever, and they turned it into a movie.
It's
brilliant.
fantastic.
Hang on, time out. Amy, you have a list? What is this list?
Just my list. Stuff
What's the list?
A long time ago, I asked every friend I had to give me the movie that changed their life. Not their favorite movie, but a movie that changed them.
Evidently, you didn't ask all of your friends, did you, Gina?
I didn't
Wow,
at the time.
yikes.
Okay.
I didn't many years ago. But Amy's been adding to this list consistently throughout our friendship now.
Is okay.
Amy is very mercurial. She's changed my phone quite often.
Did you?
Well,
No.
because
Tell me now, right now. What's the movie that's
have seen
changed
that
you?
she hasn't seen?
This is very.
I'm
you
sure
probably have seen something
Yeah.
that.
Sam, I'm sure you've seen
It
something.
can be a short film. It can be
I
anything.
know we're supposed to
not
game
put me
tonight,
on
but
this
I
spot
never want to
right
interrupt
now.
them when they go on like this. I never want to interrupt them.
I'll add it to the list.
Well, hang on. I feel like, Sam, you do pop culture research, though.
You see how hard this
Like,
is?
you do that. So there's
can't
got to be
interrupt them.
something that there's an overlap. We're
It's
giving you
no
a break.
coincidence these people have shows on our channel because when they talk, you don't want them to stop.
In all honesty, everyone's seen Noises Off. That's
Right.
It'll be 20 minutes before the show's
If you're
supposed to
seeing
end,
it
and
on
we'll still be
stage,
talking
do
movies.
that. But also the movie's great. At intermission, I'm going to ask you because this was a list I made many years ago, and I'm still working through it.
Oh, I'll pull a scroll up.
We actually have some stuff to get to at the top of the episode tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick shout out and start to our sponsors, of course, as always. Thank you so much, Okie Dokie Dice. Of course, Okie Dokie Dice are going to be available in all markets starting in the end of March.
So
They're going to be
soon.
here in the United States, in North America.
For my birthday.
And they've got all the different dice type styles, and you can find them at okidokedice.com. And the dice styles they have are all just basically all the different sizes. And yeah, check them out at Okie Dokie Dice on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
My birthday's the end of March.
Thank you guys so much for sponsoring Callisto 6. It really means a lot to us. And of course, a big shout out to all our beloved friends at Monty Cook Games who are sponsoring us. So I've got some stuff to read off because they're coming out because they got a new book coming up on Kickstarter. And this is
Really?
This is good. It's for Numenera. The award-winning Numenera is expanding beyond the ninth world and into yours. Dun, 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 yeah. Arcana of the Ancients is going to be a hefty, art-filled, hardcover book packed with creatures, devices, abilities, adventures, and advice to integrate mysterious high-technology science fantasy into your 5th edition games. You heard that right.
What?
Yep.
What?
The 5e rule set is getting the Monty Cook treatment. And this is the part that I think you guys are going to really love. Monty Cook Games is bringing back the beloved minds behind D&D, Planescape, Tolus, Psionics, and more to back this old stomping grounds. Monty Cook, Bruce Cordell, and Sean Reynolds. These are the minds that have put together some of the most memorable settings and additions to RPGs since Gygax started writing. Like, they have really like juiced it up. Monty's work on Planescape is just freaking rad. And Bruce, by the way, on top of his numerous things that he's done, created The Strange, which I'm a huge fan of. It's in the Cypher system. Yeah, so Monty Cook, Bruce Cordell, and Sean Reynolds, man. That is a trio of freaking talent. So yeah, Arcana of the Ancients. It's coming to Kickstarter in mid-March. So you can go to mymcg.info/Arcana, which the link is popping up, I'm sure, because Holly is awesome. And we will cannot wait for that to get launched. They gave me heads up that this was coming, and I have been eagerly waiting to make that announcement. So the other thing I want to do real quick, and this is just a sidebar, it's a little thing that I have to do because he was a personal hero of mine. Oh God, I'm going to get emotional. I just want to, oh God, okay, hold on.
Feel.
Aligning. I just want to give a very happy birthday to Steve Irwin. The world still misses you. You are a personal hero of mine. Cool. Got through it. Okay. We have fan mail. We have a lot of fan mail. And we are going to go ahead and, if y'all don't mind being patient with us, we would love to open this tonight, right now. So we are going to do that before we get started with the game tonight. So let's, I think what we'll probably do is I'll just pop some of this stuff open and deliver as, for on air if possible. I tried to keep it short. Well, thank you. It is possible.
It is possible.
Oh, look, they did a good job of keeping it short. Thank you. Okay, so preemptive apology. I'm very tired, so if I screw this up as I'm reading it, I do apologize. Dear Eric and Cast, hello. I hope the mug... Oh.
Spoiler!
I have to know.
Darn it.
Oh, what? We're all going to have to share this mug.
It's okay. Joint custody.
We'll brew a pot of coffee and then just sit around it.
Pass it around like a peace pipe.
Or tea.
That's how it works, right?
What does it look like?
A black mug. Oh, there's a 6 on it.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
That's very cool.
This is handmade.
Cool.
What?
It is. It's handmade. This is gorgeous.
Cool.
Yes.
Dude. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll read the letter.
Pass it around.
Yeah, pass the mug around,
Here, I'll
man.
come.
Nope, too late. Our crew is already on top of it. You thought you were
Mystery
getting it.
Joey! I thought I'd finally
Thank you.
get out of this desk. Oh, dope.
All right. My journey with you guys started this summer after my friend Allison, which is at Shadowstorm, gently forced me to watch Shield of Tomorrow. Her pestering worked. Ever since I caught up, Shield of Tomorrow and C6 has been a part of my Friday nights. I may have even said no to going out with my family to watch Shield of Tomorrow finale live. Oops. Thank you for joining us, and I apologize to your family.
Whoopsie doodle.
Through your shows and GNS in general, I have been exposed to the best representation. GNS shows are much more diverse than any capable show. That's
true.
I'm not gonna lie, that's true. And that means so much as a disabled gay person. People like me exist, and every week I get to see that. So thank you for that. That's where the mug comes in, as a token of my appreciation for all the times you've made us laugh and cry, but most importantly, feel like we belong in the universe that you've created.
Wow.
Scheiße. This mug is for you, Eric, for making all of this possible. Damn it.
The mug is for your tears. The mug back to Eric.
Aaron. At
Serotonia?
Yeah, thank you. Can't see through the blurs. Thank you. I might need y'all to read some of these.
Let us share the fun.
Yes, please. Please do. Thank you
That's
for
a
that.
beautiful mug.
Over here. Feelings.
Little rotten.
Fine.
All right. Let's get through. Oh man, I'm gonna be destroyed this evening. I picked a hell of a night to open the fan mail. Let me pass this on to one of you guys. Why don't you take over for me here? Can I pass that to you, Gina?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tonight's
I'm gonna peek because that's what I get to do.
Their shit.
No,
What do we got?
via Serotonia's letter, that's already
I
happened.
think I know who this is for. So.
Oh God. By the way,
might have-
Lisa is joining us tonight.
Yes.
Amy,
This is a Sam loses their shit moment.
Ah, yay!
Oh, well, hello. I just skipped right down to the signature. Dear Sam, a while back, while joking around in a chat thread, you uttered an amazing declaration about yourself that was both entirely accurate and a wonderful reminder of all the spectacular role-playing you've done. Why'd you make me read this?
Because it said Dear Sam, not Dear Gina.
I felt this line needed to be immortalized in the most sacred of
Oh my
formats.
God.
On a t-shirt.
Oh.
When times get tough, just remember the truth memorialized on this shirt, and no obstacle will ever hold you back. Not that any could in the first place. Shout out to Perfect Seema for the sizing suggestion. I just hope it's in the ballpark. Also, since you've been such a good sport about my tendency to be a chaos muppet on certain other shows, I've decided to finally send you a reroll. Enjoy the D20. It should come in handy in the unlikely event that Lacey ever has to roll for anything.
You
I just saw the back, and this is literally chaos. Yes! I'm just reading.
That's gift.
I also included a D6 for every month of sub to Saving Throw show.
Oh.
Thanks to you and the rest of the C6 cast for a great show. I look forward to another awesome season. Yours truly, Nate, aka Dark Nate.
Yay.
Nate.
Okay.
Okay, now
we got.
I
Show
got
it.
to reveal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Okay.
it.
I want to see.
Pull up.
And
I have been Rue. What's it say?
Shackleton Climbing Club. No mountain too high.
Oh my God. Shackleton Climbing Club. Oh. Immortalized. All right, who wants to take the next one? I think maybe since this one's addressed to Amy Dallin, maybe she should take this one.
Probably.
That's cool. You're gonna be getting.
I mean, if anybody wants the option of having these incredibly emotional letters read to them, we can also do that too. We shouldn't have to put the pressure on the person if this is going to be very emotional.
See, at this point,
being in front of
no. Y'all suffer alongside me. Oh God, the Amy face is already up and running.
No.
It's this crunchy face.
Beautiful.
Wait, what is that? Are those?
It matches your hair.
Oh,
Rainbow dice.
It kind of does.
It matches Cass' hair.
Beautiful.
I love those dice. Those are oh, those are pretty easy. Wow.
When the light goes through them, there's all different kind of colors.
I'm a prism.
Dear Cassie and Amy, you've had some close calls lately, and we thought that perhaps it was because your dice weren't quite capable of containing your awesome.
Bad at rolling.
Oh no. In their defense, your heart's sense of justice and sheer joy of life makes you difficult to contain as you soar through the sky. As such, here's a new set that I hope is worthy of the Rainbow Warrior. Use them with capital P pride. Keep bringing the painbow to corporate LA.
The painbow.
Oh my God! Do you see how happy you have made Sam with these?
Everything about Cass makes me happy.
This is from
It is
Callisto 6 International Sweden chapter.
Whoa!
That
Sweden.
energy got it a lot further than I expected. Thank you so much. They are gorgeous.
Oh.
Give it a test roll. Give it a
Thank
test roll.
you. Test rolling.
Yeah.
Fuck.
18. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You didn't have to curse.
Pretty
Sam did.
good.
I'm gonna hand this one to you, Bonnie.
Okay. Let's see.
Got one more after this. No, we got two more.
Okay.
Two more.
Ooh.
A Gina and a Hector, you say?
Is it too long? We can read it off air.
This
It's okay.
one, let's see.
We'll pass this around.
Oh, this is very sweet. It basically, it looks like they wrote a letter from after the first episode,
Uh-huh.
and then they
cool.
kept writing after.
Oh my God, I
each
can't wait to
episode
read
as
that.
it's changed them.
I cannot wait to read that.
Oh, I love
I'm
this.
gonna
It's
read
from
them.
Pia.
I need the refresher. I'm gonna go ahead and read this.
A recap.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna recap now.
Hold on.
Oh, that's lovely. It's just a
Thank you so much.
it's all
series of letters.
Yes.
Oh, I want to.
And this is for Zadis. Oh,
Oh, Zadis.
they. Oh my! Drew Zadis, and it's to Eric and everyone who gave Zadis his story, and it's about how special Zadis was to them. And thank you for giving him a story. Thank you for bringing him back. Thank you for loving him and saving him and creating him and bringing him home.
Do we
This
have
is good.
permission to say that we're
And
marrying the
Zadis.
crap out of
Pia,
Yeah, Pia.
Pia.
Oh man.
I believe Zadis should go to Gina.
Man, Pia's reflecting on Shield of Tomorrow and putting a lot of pressure on us
You
for
married
Callisto
him.
6 to
I did
be
marry
as
him.
good. This is very
He
good.
was my best friend, but and here's
best
the Dr. Throllo. It's a bookmark. It's both of you. It's Cass and Throllo on either side. It's a bookmark and it has both your characters on both sides.
Oh,
That's good.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's amazing.
Those are great drawings. Those are great drawings.
whomst among
And
us.
here's a Callisto 6
Bookmark.
bookmark, and it
Linda.
has all of the words that it says. Thank you for the representation, the story, safety, home, connection, fuzziness, courage, journey, joy, whimsy, wonder, sadness, thought, nostalgia, power, respect, beauty, relief, strength, care, love, everything.
That's nice.
That's amazing.
That's
That's
really
amazing. And here's the Callisto.
I got one here from
Thank you, Pia.
Patch Perryman. Eric, a gift. But if you were to ask me, this has 6 weeks Amy Dallin as a GM written all over it. Keep it up with C6. Know the USS Eric Campbell continues. Clear skies. Hugs, Patch. It is an RPG. Night Witches, a game by Jason Morningstar.
What?
Oh, wow. World War II pilots.
That's what it looks like.
I think that's got Amy as GM written all over it.
I actually can see it from here.
Right here.
It
Composed
says it.
entirely of women. Hey, this reminds me of the Call of Cthulhu game I ran with the
Yeah,
with
I was about to say,
the
did you do one
Hellcats.
that was similar?
Yeah,
With
that's
Xander.
awesome, but it's World War II. It looks like it's World War One. World War II. That's so rad. The Night Witches, by the way, who were a real thing.
Yeah.
In World War II, a hell of a story, man.
Jason Morningstar.
That is rad. Thank you so much, Patch. That's
If you
I will
ever,
play in any GM'd Amy Dallin game.
Amy, if you ever run that, please let me play. My grandfather was
Don't
in the
let her
Band of
play.
Brothers in World War II, and that would be really cool. Just like
Okay.
to be a part of that.
We got one more here.
That's a big box.
It is a big box. This is gonna be the one I'm probably gonna need.
Everyone
Did we open
sees
this
all
one?
the things.
Nope.
Use all the
We have-
things, like the means of production. What?
Scissors?
Yeah.
Can you crack that open for me? Okay, so that as Cliff is opening that with his magical opening powers, just a quick
Use the
thank you.
force, Cliff.
Magical opening powers.
Use the force.
I'm gonna open this one by Cara
Secrets.
McLaughlin.
Who does?
I got a letter here.
Cliff, he has magic.
And this will be our last one. We can jump into the game after this. After the Cliff gets that box open. Oh, it looks like it's a letter. Guys, thank you so much for sending all of these. It means so much to us. You have no idea. It really means a lot. And
wanna read
thank
Pia's
you,
note?
thank you. Stickers! Dinosaur stickers! Oh, those are going all over my
well
GM
done,
screen.
what?
That's not going to make any sense for Callisto, but I'm going to do it anyway.
We don't know what happens
there.
behind there.
Oh,
It's
man.
dinosaur stickers.
We can have
I hate
Who am I
breaking the
today?
seal. I'm trying to do it carefully.
It's the future. We
didn't
can
do it
we
carefully.
can bring them back.
Oh man, this is wax sealed, and it just tore the freaking note. So, but it's beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh man. Dear cast of Callisto 6, I haven't been caught up on your amazing antics for long, but I have loved every moment of it. I actually started watching after the first episode of season 2. Watching every episode is thrilling, and cyberpunk is now my new favorite genre. I'm a GM myself, and I've been running a Flux game for a few of my friends. The Flux is a meta-system game from John Wick, who we are big fans of here because the 7C is awesome. Where you play a campaign that starts with a system and periodically switches to others. It's got Foreververse written all over it, doesn't it? While the players keep up the same characters. The characters get adapted to the new system, but retain some knowledge of their previous lives and can use some of the abilities from the other. Okay, I'm going to have to check this one out, obviously.
Yeah. That
Right
sounds
now,
really
they're
fun.
currently playing
done
as a
that.
team of cryptic hunters in rural New Jersey, which is where most of the game, where most of those are from. They will be a team of superheroes. Oh, this is great. The Cypher system might be the right system for that. Thank you for all the inspiration and the entertainment. You are a lovely group of people, and good luck with your... Oops. I can't... My Eric eyes cannot... Rolls.
Oh,
Rolls.
yeah.
Good luck with your rolls. Except you, Eric. Sorry. Well, guess what? Cypher system, the GM doesn't roll. Please enjoy the stickers. I already enjoy the stickers. Yes. What do we got here, Cliff? Thank you so much for that. What is this?
Oh my gosh.
This is a freaking metal shield.
What?
What?
Are we
Oh
Captain
my
America
God.
now?
Is it a shield of tomorrow?
It is.
It's a shield right the fuck
Dear
now.
cast of Callisto 6, sorry this took so long. Accidentally put it in storage.
That's not where that goes.
I promise to send this to you all, and only just getting reminded. I picked it away. Sending it to you now. Better than late than never. Your friend signed John Carnes, aka at Dark. Oh man, I'm sorry. Dark Forever on Twitch. It is a. This is wacky. Look at this. This thing is. This is a full-on medieval metal shield.
I'm ready.
And it's,
I'm ready.
And
Rip
the reason why I'm
faster.
shocked
If you
about
don't
it,
hang this above your office,
well,
Eric.
the reason why it stuns me is because as a Campbell, the Campbell clan has a boar on there.
So does the Gordon clan. The Gordon
Does it?
clan is a boar. We're
This is
just
a
a bunch of
full-on-
pigs. What?
Operational metal shield.
Puppy time?
Oh my gosh, we might have to fight for that.
Hey, Cannon.
I'm going to be the coolest
animal-
LARPer that ever lived.
That is amazing.
Whoa.
This is amazing. Thank you. Eat your heart out.
Gorgeous.
That's really
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Flippin' cool.
Wow.
I didn't know your
Thank you,
animal was a
John.
boar. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We're
it's part of the
probably
coat of
related,
arms.
Eric,
Oh.
in some piggy way.
Well, what an interesting note to start tonight's game on. This is rad. Thank you guys so much for all the lovely mail. I'm going to be marveling. No one's going to believe me when I tell them I got this one.
That's amazing.
This is great. Unless there's any other announcements, you guys, I think we can finally jump into tonight's
I'll
game.
be really fast.
Okay, what's your
Next week in Milwaukee, there's a con called MarsCon, and Xander and I will be there performing and also doing a bunch of things. So
Okay.
check out the convention. And I know some people have already reached out on Twitter that are Geek and Sundry folk that are coming. So we can't wait to see you there.
What
Cool.
day is it?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Cool.
I'll be there Saturday, Sunday.
Milwaukee.
Because I'm purposely going
Yeah.
to remain here so I can be here for Callisto 6 on Friday.
Yeah. Anything else? We got.
You love
Yes,
us.
Sam.
So here on Callisto 6, we play the cipher system. If that has been opaque to you, we attempt to decipher it on the cipher rules system video that we put out on GNS YouTube yesterday.
It came out so good.
I didn't know that happened.
There are
it's really
very
good.
Read my
important
tweets,
things.
Hector.
I do as much as I can.
Well, you missed one.
Dang it.
Well,
Darkola Forever?
go find it on Geek and Sundry YouTube. Learn about our system. Hear a funny story about trains. There's definitely no shipping.
Thank you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a train.
Exactly.
Couldn't skip that opportunity.
Gina gets it. And you know what? That's exciting.
Yay!
All right, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Callisto 6.
Finishing the season with a record number of defensive assists. More Magball highlights after tonight's news. The Magball playoffs is not the only sport to be taking place recently. Magboarding, the illegal and often deadly competition held by underground gambling rings, was in full swing this past weekend. Luma and Lacey, two members of the Callisto 6, were drawn into the event when Luma learned her little brother had been competing in the dangerous sport. Going by the racer name Laserhawk, Luma's brother had stolen a magboard that once was used by Hawkins, Lacey's late brother, and was using it in the competition. Taking his place on a dangerous bet, Luma raced against Slap, the cybernetic champion and legendary magboard racer. Even though Luma was victorious, the magboard once belonging to Hawk was destroyed. And while a piece of Hawk's past had been broken, it was clear that he lived on through the love of his dear friend, Luma. I'm Hakeem Sophia. Rest easy, Los Angeles.
Real fast. The con's in Minneapolis, not Milwaukee. Whoopsie doodle. Okay. Back to you, Eric.
Just because you have an adorable catchphrase doesn't mean you can keep making mistakes all the time just because of that adorable catchphrase.
Geography is hard. Okay. I'm ready.
All right.
I don't know where I am.
Well, most of you guys are back on Blue Dolphin Base, but we're beginning tonight actually in the streets of downtown Los Angeles. It's been a few days since the magboard race incident between Luma, Lacey, and Slap.
You did what?
It was awesome.
Yeah, we caught up.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, are we doing this?
essentially,
Yeah.
I had a wager on that race, damn it.
Great. I won your money. Good. By the way, we have $58,000. Should we talk about that?
We have what?
Sorry.
Less than
Yeah.
that now.
Hi.
so let's set the scene then. Let's go ahead and set a scene here then. Why don't we say that we're all the team has actually managed to move out of Blue Dolphin Base and get some fresh air on the streets of LA near one of the, we'll say just outside of, we'll say near the Eatery District inside of Raft City. Everyone's kind of met up around what is the name of the restaurant? Do you remember? Old Venice?
Old Venice?
Yeah. There's an old restaurant. There's a restaurant in Raft City called Old Venice Restaurant, and it's one of the more famous seafood restaurants in LA. It's one of those restaurants that kind of doesn't really have the huge commercial push that you see in like news or advertisements all over the place, but instead made like the restaurant's guide of top 10 places you have to visit if you're ever in LA. And as a result,
it's under 15 seats. It's on the list for Nathan Silver.
Dinner's on Luma.
It's also worth noting that you guys, normally people show up here and expect at least a 30 to 2 hour wait, but the people who own this restaurant are very familiar with Luma and Lacey, and y'all are let in. Right now, everybody is seated at a table that's near the water line. It's a beautiful evening in Los Angeles. You can see the golden path, or rather, sorry, the silvery moon path of the moon overhead, just shining across the ocean, leading right up to the docks. And behind you, of course, is the glowing neon cityscape of Los Angeles 2119. The hustle and bustle of Raft City is always a little different than what you normally hear in downtown LA. There's not the 9 million people milling about. There's not hover cars flying overhead and the street traffic and performers and vendors and everything. Here in Raft City, the thing that dominates most of your ears is the lapping of waves and the occasional conversations happening from people who live here, and a lot of the thudding noises of people walking across the dock, most of which they have purposely kept in a very old-fashioned kind of look. So it doesn't have the typical futuristic walkways that you might expect in a futuristic city. Instead, rather, you find yourselves walking or moving across very leveled wooden planked platforms and things that resemble old docks. Completely accessible and easy on the feet, for sure, and in some cases, wheels. And but definitely a part of what gives Raft City its charm. You've been regaling your teammates over dinner with the incidents that happened just a few days ago, kind of coming clean, since that seems to be the order of the day after having long talks with your parents about what you've been up to. You two are pretty much the first ones of the team to finally step forward and be like, yeah, hey.
Anton did.
Did Anton?
Anton did.
Oh, that's right, you did. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Anton did do that.
My folks are 100% aware that I'm alive, what I'm doing, who I'm with, and they've been reassured that, like, they're basically safe. They're kind of untouchable.
That's right.
Because of this deal that we
This was season 1, wasn't it?
This was season 1. But even then, it's been reinforced with the deal that we established with Kylan, kind of at the beginning of this season, where our parents and our loved ones are sort of off limits, if you will.
Right.
Because of everything that's sort of happening. I mean, they could still be in danger, but if something were to happen, well, then other things would happen after that. So my folks have been, I've been checking in with them periodically, but they're worried the way that I guess parents get worried when you like go off to college.
Sure.
Because I didn't even really have that. You know what I mean? I sort of stayed local and then went right into the corporate sector, and always been sort of nearby. Even when I moved out and got my own place, I was like 10 minutes from where my parents were, and you know it was all happening because of our corporate lifestyle.
Yep.
So this is a departure for them. It's a departure for me. But like they know, and they knew from the beginning, I was alive, I was safe, I was transformed, and because my mom's a scientist, I've been sending her updates of my medical records.
Is this stuff that they would know? Is this stuff that you could be saying that Anton is saying in conversation? Because I imagine at some point in the conversation, as y'all are sitting here at dinner, the conversation about parents comes up after they explain how it went for them. And then this might be Anton's moment to pipe up and be like, actually, I did that too, and here's how it went.
Yes, when there's an opportunity, whether it's tonight at dinner or even earlier, like I'll try to fill everybody in, because I know that when the conversation of parents have come up, I was somebody who did not ever consider the option of keeping my mom and dad in the dark. Again, because of my lifestyle kind of up to this point, I was very close with my parents, I still am, and with their knowledge and with what they do, I was initially terrified for their safety because of their positions at Cassian. And when or wait, no, are they at Cassium or were they at somewhere else? They're at Cassium?
I think so.
I think my mom and dad have been at Cassium for a long time. So initially, I wanted them to know what was happening just because they literally, I thought their lives were in danger. But then once things started to happen and they weren't targeted for assassination, nobody went after them, and the more we learned about our place in this world, I tried to explain to my mom and dad, just kind of lay low. I think that you guys are safe. But like, they know that I have abilities and powers, and like I said, I've been sending my stuff to my scientist mom. If you remember, I got my like updated medical records from the Medbot, Florence, and I just went ahead and like discreetly on a lacy secured, sent it to my mom.
Tell Wendy says hi.
Lacy mail.
Yes, on lacy mail. Yeah. On lacy mail. That's what I'm sending.
Lacy mail.
Would your parents ever consider like a group? I know my mom was sort of thinking that maybe all of our, because she can't wait to meet you guys. Really excited. She was thinking maybe like getting together a group, like Parents of Superheroes, like group, like support group.
Like a support group?
Wait, yeah.
Like our parents joining a book club or something? But not so much a book club, I guess.
I mean, our families are pretty used to that. Like,
Yeah.
They pretty much already do that. They're probably doing that right now.
Probably, unless my mom's in the dungeon.
Oh, she might be in the dungeon. It was only 6 hours last time.
You have a
Your
dungeon?
mom's in the dungeon?
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's
Is it like a virtual reality thing?
where she
my
goes
mom
when
has
she's
one too.
really pissed. It's her quiet space. We just call it
Okay.
the dungeon because then eventually
Oh,
we're in it.
Yeah. In trouble.
Not
Oh.
in trouble. Sorry.
the silent treatment.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to add something to the scene real quick,
Yeah.
just to give you something, Hops. It hasn't been that long since you've been up and out of bed. Your body is okay, but imagine what it might feel like after you have
Died?
It's a near like your whole body is achy.
Yeah.
It's kind of got that like stiff. It's just been through a lot of trauma, so it's kind of trying. It's finding its way back. So even sitting here at the table, it's nice to get some food in you, too. Especially hot food, hot seafood like this is this is really good stuff. But
I ordered the surf
is
and
the
turf.
best.
This is delicious.
I know. This is where I learned how to make gumbo. I've been coming here since I was 15. This place is wonderful. Henry, can we have some more? Some fish dumplings or something?
A very large Asian man looks up from about 30 feet away, where he's leaning over and taking an order, and says, "What's that, Luma? Sorry."
Fish dumplings.
Fish dumplings?
Best you got.
How many do you want?
20.
20?
Sorry.
You want 20? 20 each?
20. No, 20.
No, total.
20 for her.
You want
dear.
20 fish dumplings?
20 for Hops.
Wait, what? I can't eat all that.
Whatever we don't eat, we'll take home to Sal.
All right.
Dumplings, fish dumplings, fish dumplings. Oh my.
All right, 20 fish dumplings. Those are coming up.
Yes.
And rice.
How big are the dumplings?
All right. He seems a little taken aback by the sheer number. He pauses and goes, you're welcome. It's gonna take maybe 30 minutes if you can give me that time.
Oh, hey, Henry, also the usual for Lacey.
Oh, yeah. Sure. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
Lindy, are you sure that you can...
I'm not eating 20 dumplings. I figured they'd be for the table. That's like 3 or 4 each, right? Right? Is that...
Well, maybe you should just, relax tonight and don't worry about ordering stuff for us or worrying about stuff for us. We're just, I just want to make sure that you're okay.
I'm fine.
Just take it easy. Just kind of ease into it,
Okay. The fish dumplings sounded good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been...
Then we're getting 20 of them.
Cass, when you glance back over at your friends, your eyes catch a couple of people at the tables staring in your direction.
Hi.
You see them smile at each other, and there's a moment where the best way to describe it is, imagine you're at a convention and someone recognizes you, and then you realize they're recognizing you, and you say hi preemptively, and they react. That's kind of what you get when you say hi to them. There's this big warm smile on their face, and they look at each other like kind of laughing that they got caught, and then they all say hi back. They're about 4 tables away. Whoever they are, they seem pretty excited and wave back at you.
Yeah, forgot to mention, the news thing has been playing like pretty much on repeat in Ref City since it happened.
Okay.
All right, I know that Lacey and Luma have reassured everybody that this place is really safe, but can I just do like a danger check? Because we are out in the open.
Yeah, sorry, I just had an image immediately of Anton's head rotating
I'm not gonna
360
do that.
degrees. As you're like,
But I'm imagine Jim Carrey scoping stuff out. I'm gonna get maybe a little flexy, but not superhumanly flexy.
little rubbery on the.
What
Okay,
level? Dumb and Dumber or the
So
Grinch? What
really,
level?
this restaurant, it's a lot like if you can imagine a little bit like Fisherman's Wharf, where there's a lot of tables seated outside. You can hear the barking of seals in the distance. You can of course hear the lapping of waves and the
Open
occasional
windows?
fishing ship. You guys, it's kind of like a patio environment. So you're actually under a bunch of awnings right now. And seated just a little way from the restaurant proper. Out here in this dining area, there's probably about 60 people that are all at the tables, and people are kind of, pushing their way through the crowd and dodging some of the servers as they're moving around. Like I said, this place is usually pretty packed. The evening has brought in a lot of people from all over Los Angeles, so as you're kind of scoping it out, it's difficult to discern if anyone is looking out of place.
There's a lot of foot traffic, is what you're saying.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you can't try to spot somebody. It's certainly up to a roll if you want to make it, or if you want to use the insight mechanic, that's always available to you as well.
What do y'all think? That sounded like insight. That's what I was asking. Is which one?
I don't
of the
think
two?
The
We
Rap
really
City
haven't-
Radio
no one trusts
podcast
this place.
is screaming for you to use the
We
insight.
haven't hit insight yet. I think we should.
I'll use the insight mechanic.
Nicely screaming, but they're asking. Yeah, so you're going to go ahead and use that?
Yes.
All right. So do you remember how to use the insight mechanic?
No.
Okay, so it is 3 intellect points, I believe, and you're able to essentially get an answer out of me.
Oh, that's right.
And in the way I work it is that if you make it pertinent to what is happening, or if you can flavor it to how you would do it. This is and I haven't actually told you guys this rule yet. If it is if you're looking for an insight check and you want to get more information about what's going on, if it's something that is pertinent to what you are good at, I'll only cost you 2.
Cool.
Okay.
So if
You're good
Lacey
at
wanted to
stuff.
do an insight check to find out, like, if there was a nuclear submarine off the shores of Los Angeles somewhere,
good at, like,
I would only cost. Sam's like, it's going on the corkboard, isn't it?
I mean, that was already on the corkboard.
Oh, was it? Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
because it's Sweet Berry.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. You did find Sweet Baby submerged just off of the
That is very
the
true.
docks at Raft
Lot
City.
to
So who
suggest
the hell
that.
knows?
We need to go diving again.
Oh, I have plans about it. Never mind, we'll talk about it later.
You ever been diving?
Hashtag I have plans about it.
It's great. I bet
So
you'd be
did
great.
you want to go ahead and spin that? You're just
Yeah.
Now, in this case, Anton, it is going to cost you 3.
No
Just
problem.
General kind of looking around.
I'm going from 19
there.
to 16 intellect points.
Okay.
And it's not a general looking around. Here's what I'm going to try to narrow it
Spot
down
danger.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of a spot danger, but like we're all familiar with this. You're out in an open place like this, maybe patio seating. We can tell what is accessible to us in terms of foot traffic and what's not. So I'm going to try to ignore kind of what's not, because if that's just regular human traffic, we can kind of ignore that for a second. What I wanted to scope out, as if I were a spy, is 2 things. 1, what would be the easiest point of escape if we needed to like bug out, right?
Fun.
And 2, yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Oh,
and
man.
2, what would be the most practical way for somebody to approach us if they wanted to attack? So try to find that point of entry and also find an escape while we're sort of in this patio thing. And while my friends are chatting, that I'm kind of drowning them out and I'm just sort of looking around and just kind of scoping stuff out just to assess the danger level.
Okay, so spend 2 points for anxiety.
You got it. From where? Is this a might? Is this a speed? What is this?
I mean, anxiety doesn't care. it decides what
damn.
pool it's
I'll
coming
take
out of.
2 more from intellect. That's where I'm at. Because sometimes anxiety
It's
makes
intellect.
you a little,
So yes. So
paranoid, if you will.
So to be,
I know the feeling.
We will. I'll go ahead and warn the audience. We will go ahead and describe this sensation. Anton, you are sitting at the table and you're kind of hearing. You're aware that there's conversation happening around you. You're not aware of the fact your heartbeat has kind of gone up a little bit, and you're not aware of how often you're scratching the back of your head or tapping your finger on the table, and you're not necessarily aware of how often you are looking at the same places over and over and over and over.
Here's the other thing. I'm used to crowds. I'm used to people. But I'm experiencing this stuff for the first time, and something's different in me, and I'm not even realizing that I'm dealing with this anxiety.
There's a behavior. I mean, you're starting. I describe it to you as you're not aware because this is the moment where you're starting to become aware. You realize you've been looking around at all of the entry and exit points, and you've also been kind of looking a little off to the side of this dock gauging how cold and deep the water might be. There's a lot of stuff going through your mind right now. You've also noticed that on occasion, really what kind of tips Anton off that you're getting a little twitchy here is that you have realized that you're leaning a little closer to Hops every single time you're looking at everything that could be a danger. And at one point, the straw that breaks the camel's back for you, Anton, is at one point somebody drops a plate.
Oops.
And
Whoa.
there is a moment when that plate clatters to the ground. It sounds way too like the sound of a plasma bolt leaving the barrel of a gun.
I immediately stand up. I'll go in.
And it just, you see Anton rise out of the chair.
Whoa, you okay? What's going on? You doing like the drumming things with your hand? You only did that when we were like about to have like a pop quiz or something. What's the matter with you?
What?
You're acting weird. Are you okay?
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry that it was a plate. Obviously, it was obviously a plate that just fell in the back. I guess I just wanted to make sure everything was okay with the plate. So.
They've got it.
Okay, the plate is fine.
Mm-hmm.
What you have noticed, though, just to give you, as this moves forward, to give you the answer to your perception check, not only are you becoming aware that you've become really on edge, but you're also becoming aware that there is actually somebody in this restaurant who has been looking over at the table that's not the people that noticed Cass. It looks like there is a young woman, maybe in her early 20s. She to you, you've seen people from corporate LA try to dress like they're just one of the folks. Mm-hmm. You've seen it a lot of times. Mm-hmm. It's unusual to see somebody in this atmosphere with this much crowd going on, sitting by themselves with a data pad in front of them. This is not necessarily a coffee shop atmosphere. It's not unusual to see somebody taking themselves out to dinner, but she seems like she's kind of paying attention to what's going on at your table. And you've caught her 3 times now, glancing up and looking over at you guys, and then playing it off really well. She does have what looks like one of those beautiful transparent. In any other place, it would just look like essentially a solid piece of transparent plastic, but is in fact a data pad that's got data reading across from it, maybe a news article or possibly video, indicating that that's like really high end. Like a personal computer, basically.
Okay.
And she has glanced up. Auburn hair. Again, looks like if she's not fresh out of college, she's probably around that time where she's going into university. That's about her age category.
Mm-hmm. Is she outside or inside the restaurant?
She's outside. She's about 30 feet away from the table, and she's angled herself too, where she can kind of get a look at everybody. But there's something about her that's kind of rubbing you the wrong way.
Does she have any blind spots?
Yeah, behind her is the bay. So she has positioned herself similar to how you were kind of angling as you lean closer to Hobbs.
Okay. I want to try to re-enter the conversation.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Luma, I don't think I answered you from earlier. Sorry.
Which time?
I've been kind of trying to tell my mom and dad to maybe lay low. So I don't know if it would be the best idea to have our parents connect, just so that this is sort of there might be more of a chance of them to be monitored.
It was just a possible option of like you know, helping them out when we can't be there.
If anything changes, I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back.
You gotta try these crab cakes. Have you tried the crab cakes?
Nope. And then I get up and leave the table.
Abruptly, Anton stands, and where most people would have to say, I'm sorry, kind of push the chair out and work their way around, Anton, of course, just instinctively moves right through everybody who is crammed up against each other.
Also subliminally been like puffing up my chest a little bit without knowing. I have to like breathe and bring it back, especially when I was like defending Hops maybe from a plate that fell.
Okay. Move through where are you headed, Anton?
I want to go away far enough from our table that nobody here can see me, and I want to circle back and sneak back over to that woman.
So going inside the restaurant is probably the way to do it?
Yep.
Okay, so slipping back into the restaurant, you find yourself, this place has modeled itself masterfully to look like an old-timey seafood sort of like oh, it's the captain's quarters restaurant, but it has that distinctive Italian feel to it. It's very warming. It's very warm. It's very welcoming. There's a lot of culture from Italy, all of it authentic. It looks like you can see people moving through here. There's a lot of like brass fixtures all over the place to give it sort of that old-timey sailor feel. Beautiful lacquered woods. For a restaurant here in Raft City, this place has done an excellent job making itself look high-end, but it is in fact very sort of folksy at the same time. Long photographs of immigrant tradition coming just from all over, just like lining the walls of people who have come and who have, not just the people who've started this restaurant, but apparently who have worked here. As you're moving through, you actually find it kind of calming as you're approaching the back wall. There are 2 entrances to the outside area where the team is sitting.
Yeah.
One of them the servers are using exclusively to get in and out without having to bump into anybody. And the other one is the one that you just came in. So you can basically do a U-turn, and if you want to try to go out the server's entrance, there are two doors side by side and in and out, and it's right next to the kitchen area.
I'll try to do that so that I can circle back and go back outside. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. And by the way, that will put you right within like 10 feet of her table, because she is on the opposite end. So when you actually exit that door, you will be standing. You'll be looking right at her.
Good.
And her back will be partially turned.
Good. That's what I want.
Okay. Again, not even gonna have you roll. It's super easy for Anton to get through a tough crowd like this. You are just sort of yogaing your way through, just doing the whole Mr. Fantastic.
Excuse me.
You managed to get through with hardly bumping anybody. By the time you move around to the other side, you have moved through this crowd so efficiently that no one has really noticed you. No one's kind of the only people that are kind of aware that you were there is they were trying to avoid bumping you. But by the time you reach that door, you can see through the porthole. She is kind of playing off like she noticed. It's very clear she knows you're not there anymore. But she is looking at her data pad. Because you spent intellect points for an insight check on her, I will give you this last piece of information. It looks like she's using that data pad to watch her back. So she's watching the door that you're about to come out.
Ooh. She's got a mirror program.
You can see as she's holding the data pad up, it's got writing on it, but there's an image of the door behind her. You know how to spot yourself in that image, but it's so small that you can't tell if you're actually showing up or not. It is sort of an angled porthole, and again, you are spending points. Anton is noticing. Your glass lenses just zoom in immediately, and you can spot it.
I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to open the door, and there's too many people around to do some sort of a sneaky, stealthy move that they wouldn't notice, so I'm just going to very directly walk to this person's table, get her attention so that she's focusing on me, sit down across from her, and I'm going to steal a little piece of fried calamari off of the plate as well.
Okay. I like it. All right. The reaction you get is literally her just... And then you walk over in front of her, and she watches you take the food, and you slide into the seat. And as you stare at her, she just goes... I've never trailed anybody in my life.
Clearly.
I am awful at this.
Possibly.
I'm sorry if I've offended you.
Well, I haven't determined that yet. Who are you? What do you want?
She hits a button on the thing, and you see her on the thing being her data pad. She slides it over to the side, and she says, "My name is Casey Montgomery. I'm a reporter for the LA Times."
What do you want, Miss Montgomery?
A story. I know you're the Callisto 6.
Who?
You and your friends over at the table, but I've done some research on you, being a former employee of Cassium, and now just recently responsible for taking down their former head of research. Twice, from what I understand. I think there's a story there. And I was... building up to my approach. Hadn't really figured out how to ask, but I figured, being the world's first superhero and all, it might be tricky.
How do I know you're not working for Cassium?
Well, I guess you don't. I mean, I could show you my credentials.
Those can be faked.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I've faked plenty in my time.
Why are you doing this? Why do you want a story? Why do you care?
You're the world's first superhero. Are you kidding? There's video of you saving people's lives from a tower that was about to fall over.
I'm not the world's first I'm not a superhero. I don't know what that is, okay? That's not a thing that exists. That's not a profession people can have.
Do you want a list of comics? No. I've got a great list that could help you figure it out.
I've tried them and it doesn't work for me, okay?
Well, if you need some new media that can get you into it, there's a show called Wednesday Club that I think you would love. There's a whole big laundry list of episodes that they could recommend some of the most amazing comics to you.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it. They're very charming, but again, it doesn't work for me. Look, me and my friends over there, we're targets, all right? So if you are who you say that you are, and you care about what it is that we're doing, you'll leave us the hell alone, okay? Because what you can do, Miss Montgomery, is maybe enlarging that target on our backs.
Are you afraid the corporations are coming after you?
They are coming after us.
Well, then let's get your story out. If we put you guys front and center, then no one's going to hurt you. I mean, the city knows that you have saved
Said your
us.
Los Angeles Times?
Yeah.
Can't help me.
Look, I know technically we are owned by Traeger, but it doesn't mean that they have an influence. I mean, there's going to be a buyout soon anyway, and then...
Well, then I guess we can wait for soon anyway, Miss Montgomery, because if you really are some altruistic, noble, free press person that wants to make a difference, as if me and my friends haven't already tried, then you'll be putting that target on your own back. This goes way above anything that you can conceive. Trust me.
I trust you. I'm also going to do it anyway. I'm a reporter.
I can't let you do that.
You're going to try to stop me?
Yes, I will. I'm going to try to protect my friends. From somebody who I have just explained to why they shouldn't do what I think they're trying to do. And on the flip side, if you're not who you say you are, if you're some corporate stooge, if you're somebody that's been hired to track us, keep tabs on us, I can assure you that's already happening. And two, I'm also going to stop you in that regard. So I'm going to tell you one more time. Whatever it is that you're doing, stop. Go back to writing whatever other kind of work you were doing for the Times, and let my friends and I do whatever it is that we're going to do. Just wait. It's not worth the risk. We've tried. We've been shot down in some areas. We're doing everything that we can.
Look, I'm going to interrupt you. I got to be honest with you because, and I'm not being condescending when I say this, but when you talk, it's clear you don't understand your situation. Everyone already knows about you guys. It's happened. We've watched you save lives multiple times, and everyone is talking about you. The conversation, you don't own it right now. If you have a chance to speak up and tell us about you, then the world can get to know you guys a little bit. But being quiet about it isn't protecting your friends, it's sticking your head in the ground. I'm not the only reporter that's going to be tailing you guys. And I'm certainly the only reporter, probably because I'm young, naive, and idealistic, that gives a damn about how you feel about the situation. Everyone else wants to turn you into a commercial. I'm not going to tail you anymore. If it's upsetting you and I've been caught, then okay, I'll respect that. But you should know the story is getting written by me or someone else. It's happening. She reaches down and she pulls out this little image of a business card. And as soon as it flashes up in front of you, you see the data appear and it asks you if you would like to save across your screen. She says, give me a call if you change your mind, but I guarantee you, the news cycle right now, no one's talking about Measure Z anymore. No one. You guys are on the news in Sweden.
Yes.
You've got a fan base there. People know about you guys. So consider that. And just for the record, I'm going to let y'all in on this because maybe I can do you a little favor. y'all aren't the only ones that are starting to appear that can do crazy shit. Ever since that weird explosion at the train station a while back with the Pyramid Star people. I don't think this is where it stops. I don't think y'all are going to be the only ones.
We know. We've met others.
Well,
you've been able to say your piece. You've been able to stand up for your beliefs. But I am not joking when I say this. This isn't a game. My friend almost died.
During the
my
prisoner
friend
transport?
Almost died.
Which one?
Does it matter?
If
you do this, you will become a target.
Okay. That's just not a very compelling argument to tell a reporter, Anton.
This isn't a... You're gonna get blacklisted and run out of work and have to work in a seafood restaurant in
I've
Rap
seen a
City.
bunch of Al Pacino movies. I know what happens when people talk the truth and then someone gets in trouble. Actually, it was just one Al Pacino movie, I think. It was the one about the cigarettes. Russell Crowe is in it. It's from the
Stop
early 2000s.
being dismissive. Okay? I'm trying to save your life.
You can't save my life because I am determined to get this story written, and if it is going to be a threat to me, I don't know what else to tell you. I've made my case, and I am sorry for upsetting you and your friends who are now all staring at us. And you kind of glance over, and the whole table is just staring at you guys. No conversation, watching everybody. Cass just slowly putting food in her mouth, and she just says, "Look, I'm gonna go, but just keep in mind." You're talking to a crowd right now. Like I said, if it's not me, it's going to be someone else. And they probably won't care.
Let it be someone else so that they can be in danger and not you. You got friends, family?
You know,
a life?
No offense, Anton, but you're the last person to be giving me advice on save myself and other people for the sake of loved ones. You guys, we've watched you throw yourselves in front of danger multiple times now, and you're gonna lecture me and tell me not to do it?
We can afford to. We do it because we have abilities that let us survive stuff like that, okay? Barely survive in some cases. We've got resources, we have a... There are things that are happening that you're not aware of.
I believe that. That's why I'm here.
That you can't become aware of.
Why?
Because it's too dangerous. And not just for you losing your job or maybe even your life, but for entire groups of people, communities, for this city.
Then Anton, let's work out a way where we can craft a story that protects them but tells the truth. I'm offering that to you. If another reporter comes along who just wants to make a buck, they're gonna find out one way or the other.
And I'm telling you that the truth isn't powerful enough in this case. Okay?
You see her kind of, she goes, what the hell is going on?
It's not. If you don't think we've already tried everything that you're talking about, you're wrong. Just look. I'll take your information, your offer, back to my friends, because we're making a scene, and I wasn't planning on making. And I think that you should just finish your dinner and then go home and don't count on us getting back to you, okay? You do what you have to do, you write what you have to write, but I'm gonna tell you one more time. This is way bigger than you can possibly imagine. I promise you.
Well, then I'm going to give you a tip that you may not be aware of. And take this on act of good faith, because I could be of use to you. Did you know somebody named Melissa Strand at Cassium?
Yeah.
Well, she's been missing.
No.
and I'm trying to track her down because I think she knows about Jerome Blair. And I've evidence that you two were connected somehow.
How long has she been missing?
A couple of weeks. About the same time the incident happened in corporate LA, which, by the way, I was able to find out about. They were pretty good. Nistral's pretty good at covering up when there's a big gunfight in the middle of corporate LA, but I found out about it. Hell, I even have footage.
Where was the last place Melissa was seen?
I don't have that information yet. The last time I caught a glimpse of her was during the corporate LA incident. She went off the map after that.
Okay.
I'd like to help you find her. So just consider my offer.
We'll be in touch.
She stands up and she says, you can have the fried calamari. I hate it. And she...
Did you already pay for this? You're gonna stiff me with the bill?
I can't eat seafood.
So you already paid for this?
It's paid for.
All right.
And she says, good night. And then she looks over at all of you at the table and mouths,
Food on the table. How rude.
right in front of Anton. And you see her get up, gather her things, and she just starts making her way through the crowd, people moving out of her way. And she slides out through the doors, getting snapped at by one of the servers. Lady, you can't be in here. And she just moves right through.
Yep. Or the chickens.
I'll pick up the calamari plate and take it over to our table and rejoin everybody.
Again.
Thank you. Okay.
The moment you set it down, Cass just, bam, claims it.
Oh, I can share.
I grab
Who
a piece.
was? Yeah.
That was either the worst, most awkward date ever, or I don't know. Like, what was that? If you needed a wingman, Anton, you could have just told us. Yeah, I mean, I knew you were nervous or whatever, but what was that?
Different.
What's wrong?
That was a reporter
Oh, crap.
who was tailing us, but I got her off of our back, so.
She just wanted to, what, interview you?
Us, yeah. Put a story up. I told her I'd bring her offer and her information back to us so that we could talk about it and figure out if we wanted to do that.
Well, you're our PR guy.
I'm not our PR guy. That's just the only skills I had before all of this.
That's not true.
I mean, who has more skills in PR than you do? Here.
What do you think we should do?
I honestly don't know.
Is this, and I gesture at the people who said hi. It's weird. I guess it's cool, but it's strange. I don't know what it's.
You get used to people staring at you.
And it's gonna keep happening too. The more that things happen.
Yeah, we didn't ever even try to attempted to wear masks or hide our identities, except for Luma.
That's
So
true.
that's on
But-
us. I mean, that's comic
I mean,
books
as of
101.
right now, anyone in Ref City who's known me my whole life knows what that mask looks like.
You do. I will go ahead and, as a GM, and tell you real quick, though, Luma.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about how Luma.
Yeah.
You want that.
I just imagine some people know.
Totally.
Not all of Ref City. Just like
A
people
plot
who
convenient
knew.
number of people in Raft City.
Yeah. Exactly.
For the GM to player, though, I want just to confirm with you real quick that, that Luma still has plausible deniability.
Yeah.
I technically have plausible
You have
deniability.
plausible deniability.
Yes, plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability.
Kind of how like some people that live in the town of Smallville probably know Clark Kent is Superman, but most of that small town doesn't. Though.
Yeah.
But like some might,
Yeah.
and they're just like keeping it on the DL.
Yeah, you got to imagine,
Yeah.
like, after the 5th year, people
Rest
weren't
City
making
don't
fun of the X-Files anymore, you know? They were like, guys, maybe we should cut Mulder some slack. It's kind of the same attitude. You definitely have, like you said, you definitely have people who probably have done the math. But yeah, as a
But
greater
no
city...
one is telling me, because so far everyone's respecting it. I'm sure my mom is getting the hot goss.
Yeah, probably.
She's a much better,
Probably.
like, secret international criminal spy than that lady reporter.
Probably.
Yeah, she could probably learn a thing or two from your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. The network there is tight.
Your mom would have probably yelled at Anton for stealing that calamari the moment he walked up.
She wanted you to do an
No, she doesn't
interview?
want you to eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wanted to talk to us.
Well, who's she with? What paper? What?
Get a kick out of this. It's the Los Angeles Times.
No.
Real quick lore note, real quick. The LA Times is the only newspaper in the city that is not owned by Nystral.
Yep.
Nystral Corporation owns pretty much every major media outlet in the city. LA Times is owned by Traeger.
Yep. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Little bit of lore, thanks to Sam.
Clarification.
Hey, I didn't build that.
Which, as we all know, the Los Angeles Times is owned by.
Traeger.
That's right. Thank you, Lacey.
Huh.
We built robots and stories.
Was she nice?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, she was. She looked to be about, I don't know, our age, maybe a little older. So she probably has no idea what the hell she's doing either.
What's she written for them?
What's that?
I'm gonna look. I want to search the byline.
Yeah, what kind of hard-hitting articles has this?
Lots of generalization.
What?
You're seeing pop up in the major new waves, I mean, everyone, of course, is recycling the same footage over and over and over and over.
But what's her previous piece?
Oh, you're...
Yeah, what are her
Oh, you're looking up...
and things?
yeah, I'm
Casey Montgomery.
searching her name.
Casey
What is she
Montgomery is a graduate of UCLA, so she's a native of Los Angeles. She's done a lot of work in school newspapers. She's done a lot of internship at the LA Times, and is currently judging all the information that you're pulling up on this, Lacey. She has not actually done any major story for the LA Times.
So be
Did
quite
she
a
have any
scoop.
particular beat when she was in college that could give us a hint of like the measure of this person and like
Yes.
when you're in a college newspaper, you have
Yeah.
a bit of leeway to like pitch stories. What did she pitch like when she could write whatever she wanted?
It's a little, it's difficult to tell what the story is behind it, to make assumptions. It looks like she bounced around on everything. She started with sports, and
It's hard reporting.
Lacey, I won't even insight you on this. You can tell because being able to process information the way your brain is able to process, you're seeing multiple articles pop up, and like Data in Star Trek, you're just going, just kind of like scanning through it all, and you're getting distinct tonal differences. So without like hinting that you can psychologically profile this person's writing, I will say it is blatantly obvious she hated writing sports. She did about 4 sports articles, and then she moved on into politics, which you can see the quality and tenacity in the writing has improved dramatically. And then you see a lot of local reporting in the student body. But it's all very. It looks like your guess is, just from reading the articles, is she probably shuffled around a lot for whatever reason inside the student newspaper.
Couldn't hack it in sports reporting though. It's a hard beat.
Yeah, her reports on Magball, she phoned every single one of those articles in from the looks of it.
How
Dare. Yeah, first calamari and now Magball. We were shipping this one. Damn it.
worship. So Lacey's staring off into space, and you can see on your read later little list links. I'm sending.
They're doing
few
the thing.
article
They're doing the thing.
Lacey is Laceying, and you're getting all the articles popping up in your line of vision.
Like I was going to
Anton.
sit there and pay attention at the dinner table.
Yeah, that's fair.
I am the kid who read under the table.
Right, yeah, that's fair.
Always.
I'm the kid who had a Game Boy under the table. It never worked out well for me.
Oh, she did that terrible profile on Tina Terror. It's like she's never even watched Magball.
Some people think the sports are dumb. They're full of statistics.
I mean, that part's not so fun, but the rest of it is great.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's lots of fun. Sorry.
Different people like different things. That's fine.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone should like.
Anton, what's wrong? Something's wrong.
I'm sorry to have to that I got up and messed everything up. I just wanted to come back to the dinner. What were we all talking about?
No, we weren't talking about anything. We were watching you.
So did she say anything else?
No. No, that's all. That's all she wanted, and apparently, this would probably be a big break for her, is maybe the impression that I got. She was very apologetic for offending us, for stalking us.
Well, that was nice of her.
Yeah, all things considered, it was. Yeah, but that's it. So, anyway, let's get back to this dinner. We're having a good time. We're buddies, right? Aw.
Careful.
Sorry, you okay?
Now I'm just a little sore still. With the whiplash thing.
Did you take some painkillers earlier? Or
I don't
any
need
medicine?
painkillers. I'm fine.
Remember when you didn't sleep?
I have fish
For
dumplings.
a month?
Those are not an acceptable medical substitute.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Lacey.
Lacey.
Thank you.
The side eye from Kat.
What? Yeah, stop looking at me like that. What? I don't work for a corporation anymore. I'm on your side.
No.
Remember?
You were doing the drumming thing, Antoine.
Okay, I can't get a read on you. You're like a sphinx.
Yeah, see, you're usually the one who's able to sit in silence. So this is weird. You're being weird.
I'm sorry. We just went through a traumatic thing. Some of us, and then we were hearing about Magball, so more of us went through a traumatic thing.
Mag boarding.
What did I say?
Mag
Mag
ball.
ball. Really different.
Very
sport.
different.
Super different.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry, everybody.
What are you apologizing for?
I guess it just, the stresses of a vigilante, I guess, are catching up to me. So,
I'm sorry, you guys. I don't normally do this. There's a girl standing about 10 feet away from y'all, and she kind of walks up. She looks like she's about 18. She has a gentleman behind her who probably looks like he's in his 40s, maybe her father. And he's kind of just like watching her nervously, and she goes, "Can I get a picture?"
Oh, God. You're the PR guy.
I'll handle this. I get up and sort of make my way to the front of this
They
young
watch
person.
you mesmerized as you just slink through the people and around the chairs.
We really appreciate the support. We appreciate the support, but we're actually trying to maintain a low profile right now.
Oh my God.
For the mission.
Did I find out your secret identities?
I don't think we ever established that we had any, so that's on us.
I won't say a thing. I won't say a thing.
We
Dad.
would appreciate that support as well.
So sorry. You guys are amazing. I'm so sorry. It was really nice meeting you.
Thank
My
you
name's
so
Janelle.
much.
I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Have a great night.
thank you. You too.
And
She pushes her dad, who is just like, "Thank you guys. Y'all are great." And the both of them move away.
Henry, can you wrap this up? Maybe
peace be with you.
we
Peace
could-
be
He comes
with you.
over and
He's
goes,
got
"Excuse
with
me."
you. Can we maybe get this stuff to go? And also, can you pay for that table's meal on me?
On you?
Yeah, the cute girl right there with the father.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just put it on my tab.
Did you strike it big or something?
No.
Oh, you know what?
We didn't
Okay.
rob a bank. We didn't rob a
I
bank.
didn't.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's my family. I did
No, you
not
didn't rob a
bank.
bank. Yeah. All right, I'll be back.
I feel like a real.
And yeah, I can take care of it.
No, that was so smooth.
I would have frozen it.
This is weird, y'all. I'm sorry I yelled at you, but you're normally so calm.
I know.
And I don't know what to... You're being stalked by reporters now?
We were being stalked by reporters.
Okay, just gonna say it. No one say anything. Maybe we should do it.
Do what?
An interview.
To a reporter?
Can we maybe talk about this
I mean,
back at base?
Maybe not like a full interview, but maybe like a quote or something.
Oh, I don't know.
Right? What? If we're already being trailed and it's been like, 3 days? I'm sure it's gonna happen. They're gonna write anything anyway.
But we should probably not do it with someone who's owned by the corporations.
They're all owned by the corporation.
We should find one that's
We're owned.
in Sweden. I don't know.
We are owned.
Maybe we should do a report with Sweden.
Sweden? Why Sweden?
Cause
How did you hear about Sweden?
Unbiased.
I don't know. I just picked a random place.
You picked a random place?
Yeah.
Are you? How did you? Were you talking to Casey Montgomery?
No.
Are
Are you okay?
Because apparently we have fans in Sweden.
What?
Then maybe we should do it.
I was just thinking of Sweden because Sweden fish. We're eating fish dumplings. Sweden fish.
Lindy, that's very random.
We have what and where?
Freaking me out, Lindy. You're freaking me out.
You're freaking me out. What is happening?
Can we just get back to base?
Henry's standing at the table, by the way. He's just like, I got your bags.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Delicious.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't cook here. I'm just mostly a bouncer, and when I'm not doing that, serving food.
Taste the tea.
Great.
So
Hey,
I look to him because if this was Skinny that Anton had trouble getting through the restaurant aisles,
You want to
Henry is now picking for me to get out of the restaurant because crowded aisles.
Yeah.
And I have a big booty.
Yeah, and
Thank you, Henry.
He is when I described him as a large Asian man, he looks like he should probably be doing the Mr. Universe competition. He's kind of ripped.
He was considering training for
He
World
is
Strongest Man
sculpted.
for a while.
He's lovely.
The dude looks like probably he doesn't look like
Muscle Beach.
he doesn't look like UFC like ready kind of. He looks like he's a guy who probably bodybuilds, and the way he's leaning over and talking to Luma, it's pretty clear he's probably a big teddy bear, and he's just nodding to Luna and saying, "Yeah, okay, yeah. Here's your carry out.
Great,
No-
thanks.
no problem.
Give him a big hug.
Oh,
Send my love to the boss.
I will. Come back anytime, especially if you're gonna be dropping money like that. Just saying.
Yeah, don't let that get around.
All right. I ain't saying nothing. All right, good night, you guys. Good to meet y'all.
Night.
Good to see you again, Lacey.
Thank you.
Love the dumplings.
Food was really good. Calamari, good. Thank you.
Check immediately. You all see it go pop up on everybody's screens, except your handheld, which by the way I think is still on the table if I remember correctly.
The
No, I
tablet?
mean conversationally is on the table.
Oh, sure.
No. I'm referring to the fact that Hops doesn't have.
No, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Right.
But we
So-
equipped her with something, right?
I have a tablet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm old
She
school.
has like a little mini.
OG.
Just like this restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like old Venice, classy. Never mind. No. I'm like a fish dumpling. Let's go. Can we go?
You're exactly like a fish dumpling. And
Okay.
you know why? Because you're soft, but also you are hearty and
Uh-huh.
and
salty, right?
yeah, but like in a good way. Like
Okay.
the right amount.
We should just go. Anton, are you sure you're okay?
And crispy
Yes.
from all the lightning.
There needs to be a Valentine's Day card with Cass, and it's just you're salty, but the right amount.
Yeah.
Heart.
All right. Let's just go back home, and we can talk about
We
this
can
in
talk
private.
about this
all
in
right?
private. Okay.
Okay, so do we want to do a cutscene then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because getting out of the restaurant is not that much of a problem.
Can we roll for athletics check? No, I'm just kidding.
It isn't a thing that requires a roll. Let's yeah.
No. Minor irritations and inconvenience, but for the most part, y'all get out just fine. So you're heading back to Blue Dolphin Base.
Yes.
So while everyone else has their vehicles and air vehicles parked off to the side, you guys move down the docks and leave the outer edges of Raft City into your favorite parking lot, where people who live in this area have gotten completely used to seeing a sparkled camouflaged air dropship, including, by the way, of course, the funnel cake food vendor who is still there.
Oh, dessert.
with a bunch of people lined up
Oh yeah.
every night around this time.
As we walk by the funnel cake, just offer some fish dumplings.
You kind of move up to the front of the line, and he's like, hey,
fresh from
oh,
Old Venice.
Is that from Old Venice?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you want free funnel cakes? This is the way you get them. Oh
Yep,
my. Yeah. Hey, you give me 3 minutes, and I'll get you each one of them.
Hang on a
Second
second.
layer
Hang on.
up.
Lindy, what flavor do you want?
Flavor, just the regular old.
Name a
Okay.
flavor. We can
Regular.
replicate anything
You
with
sure?
flavor.
Yeah, I like the old classic one with the.
Go like a
powder.
classy one. Get a classy one for my
I'll
friend
get
here.
you the classiest damn funnel cake you've ever seen in your life.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I do here. I'm
Extra
funnel cake
sugar.
king. Extra sugar.
Extra sugar. Get a little pick me up.
All right.
A little. Ugh.
All right.
Okay.
I'm on to you. And he moves back into the food truck. People in the line who populate the areas around Raft City, they are all watching you guys. And it doesn't look like they're irritated you cut in line. It looks like they're all watching you guys.
We are so
Okay,
bad
I
at
can't
this.
few of them, a few of
So
them,
bad at
a
this.
few of them have started to whisper, and no one says anything. And they're sort of talking amongst themselves, but the conversation around y'all that you were walking up to when y'all came to this area, it's now sounding a little, it's very obvious that it's sounding a little forced, like people are trying to play it cool. But you definitely feel like you are being noticed.
I'm gonna play a little experiment here.
Oh, there's a line.
Oh, satchel.
Was that a code word? What am I supposed to do?
Wait, you're supposed to listen to see if you can hear any of the people that we think are thinking or looking at us.
What are you saying?
They say that random word that I just inserted into our.
Do you have a social? Do you have a social?
What was that about satchels?
Right? Very subtle. Yes, that's good. That's great.
Do you have like an insight or a social role that you could do here?
I
like
have
manipulation.
You have fast talk as an ability, don't you?
I have fast talk and interaction skills
And understanding.
and
social-
understanding.
Okay, those will apply for sure. As a skill, do you have any specializations?
But no, none.
That's okay. So the difficulty of this is actually quite simple. It's going to be standard, so 2, but you've got a skill in it, so it's going to be 1. You need 3 or better.
6.
Yeah, you do hear the word satchel come up.
There you have it.
You absolutely hear it.
They are just watching us.
Guys, maybe we should get satchels.
I fleeced my hair.
Hi!
A few of
Don't
them.
understand this experiment at all.
A few of them are dead quiet and just pretend like they don't think you're talking to them, but somebody in the back just goes, "Hey!"
How's everybody?
Yeah. Sorry we caught you in line. I'm gonna go help.
You gonna go help?
I'm gonna go into the food.
Yeah, it had to have been 3 minutes. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I can.
It's like a video game where you just keep pressing the button until you finally hop over the counter. You kind of move around the back corner of the truck, and you can see the door is open, and oh my god, the smell's coming out of this truck limo.
Yeah.
You might be inadvertently contracting type 2 diabetes just from being in the vicinity of the amount of...
Oh, I got a cavity. Oh, I got another cavity.
Yeah. And as you move to the back of the truck, you see him glance up and says, "Hey, hey, hey!"
Hey, we were sort of gathering quite a line outside. I was wondering, mind if I help?
Is it...
Just to speed it along. It's kind of a crowd. They're
He
following.
comes over and says, "Does this have something to do with the fact that your friend saved a bunch of people on a falling tower?"
I'm just gonna say yes.
Okay, tell you what. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bump your orders and just give them to you now. Get y'all out of here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna hand them to you though. Okay, so if you don't mind giving them to your friends.
Yeah. I just feel a little bit like a jerk. I just cut in line and I didn't expect it.
Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think if you guys didn't say anything, they would have probably bought y'all your meals tonight. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but your friends are kind of the talk.
I have maybe noticed that.
I had a feeling. Anyway, I don't want to make a big deal about it. I want you to feel
People
comfortable
like
coming to
us?
my truck. Well, I mean, the stuff that I've been hearing, everyone's kind of... A lot of people think it's fake. A lot of people think it's kind of a fake thing. But a couple of videos hit the internet yesterday.
Couple of videos.
Yeah, there's some people making homemade videos that dissect everything that the news was broadcasting to show that it wasn't fake. So I think it's kind of picking up that you guys are the real deal.
Oh.
Yeah. Is the one with the rainbow hair the one that flew?
No comment.
Okay, I'm gonna get you those. Hey, but seriously, just know that you can come back here anytime. Like I don't want y'all to feel uncomfortable. And if you need to come, you know what? I tell you what. This is what I'll do. If I'm gonna park out here and sell funnel cakes, I won't open until if your flying thing is close by. I won't open. I'll just serve you guys, and then once y'all have had your funnel cakes,
It's ridiculous. You need to
no, I want
open
you to
your
feel comfortable at my truck. No, I'm look. Everyone's gonna know that the truck is the one that serves the people who
Great.
save people. So you're doing great for my business. I'm just saying.
That's really good to hear. But please don't close your truck for us. Just keep it open, and
sure.
we'll just.
I'm making it, giving you all some space so that you can feel comfortable. You know what? Let me get you funnel cakes real quick.
Yeah,
This
I
is dragging
think
on,
they're
but feel free to, we can have this conversation again later. I'm just saying, come back, you know? Don't let this scare y'all off. Funnel cakes should be for everybody. Save the world with funnel cakes.
Definitely are.
And he starts moving these greasy, delicious-looking funnel cakes, and one of them...
He's definitely saved the world.
You think there's a funnel cake underneath the pile of sugar? And he's like, that one's for the one with the white streak in her
Oh
hair.
yeah, this is classy.
Yeah. So as you can see, I kind of sprinkled some red all over it, but I left the one streak white. She'll know exactly who it belongs to.
Quick, put it in your mouth.
The sugar, it tastes like red velvet. So she can eat it by the spoonful. She'll probably throw up, but sometimes it's worth it.
Challenge accepted.
Oh.
I didn't hear that.
I talk really loud. So yeah, you guys have a good night. Don't even worry about the crowd. Trust me, no one's pissed at you guys. No one.
You're a lifesaver.
That's you, not me. That's you. And you see Luma come back around the corner with all of these funnel cakes in her hand. A very familiar sight as she walks up to everybody.
Yes.
Oh, can you hold on to me until we end the show?
Oh, yep,
Thank
definitely.
you. That'll get in my lap and...
I forgot. This is a walk and eat. Let's do it.
He did my hair. Huh? I don't even want to eat it. It looks so cool. Look at it.
That's awesome. Eat it.
Okay.
Please eat it while it's really hot.
Yeah, it is a bed of warm powdered sugar that tastes similar to red velvet.
Okay.
Good, right?
It's hot.
Open your mouth wider. Open your mouth wider. Get more air. Get
You
more air.
stretch his mouth open.
Yeah.
How many people are
that's
around
scary.
now?
Sorry.
As y'all are moving away.
Saying the word satchel.
Probably a few people. As y'all are moving further away, people are becoming a little more comfortable with talking about y'all. So as y'all move away,
Good
Just
night,
as we're
everybody.
about to leave, what's the heaviest thing in my immediate vicinity?
Show up.
oh shit.
This cheesecake over here.
Here,
Let's
I'll
see.
light it
Well,
on fire. You throw it in the air.
all right. So there's the food truck.
Not touching the food truck.
There's the food truck. There's a bunch. You know, this is one of those.
It's weird. We're in the Anvil district, right? There's this old cartoony Anvil just there. It's so weird.
Acme, the Acme lab, right?
I mean,
So-
there's probably a truck parked there if you want to just deadlift the end of it.
There's definitely a lot of vehicles that have
That
been
old
parked here.
warehouse.
A lot of them
Yes.
probably belonging to some of the folks.
Oh, it's crates,
if you-
shipping,
A piano.
fish.
In all honesty, this is a moment where if you wanted to burn an XP and seize the narrative and tell me what's around you, you can totally do that. For the most part, as a GM at the moment, there's not a whole lot aside from people's owned vehicles and the
Here,
truck.
I'll use one of my powers. I have trivia. So here's a random fact that is logical. They're doing construction in this area.
So wait,
We know that. That's
You did
established.
establish-
power trivia? Okay,
Yes.
so what does this do?
So it's one time renewed with each recovery roll, but it's like a one-time use, which just makes something true that is logical.
My God,
It's a piece
like
of
a story
trivia.
point from Doctor Who.
So they're doing construction here. That's been established before. That's part of.
Industrial area.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
So there's a big construction vehicle nearby.
then we will say that
it's in the way.
decommissioned construction crane, and one of the smaller ones, typical tractor size, is in the vicinity, and it is actually around a bunch of boulders that look like they have been like big pieces of debris that have been moved and have been left at its base. And it's about 100 feet away.
This is
But-
just a mess. I kind of look back at the big crowd.
Oh my God, Cass.
Okay, so how big are we going for, Cass? Tell me.
Just something splashy.
Okay.
A little boulder.
All right, so what is described as splashy for most of y'all, or for Cass rather, what is described as sort of splashy for Cass? You watch the impossible happen yet again as Cass, through her gloved fingers, sinks those fingers into the pavement of these uprooted pieces of debris, and just move this out of the way. This thing probably weighs close to about 600 to 700 pounds, and Cass has a minor strain as she pulls it up, and then she's fine. Kind of moves over to the side and drops it down to the ground. Oh, you toss it? Okay. Rolls to the ground.
That's now a world record in the clean.
Definitely hear some holy shits from the line. And
Night, folks.
Nice, Cass. Really nice.
Looks like we might be doing that interview now.
I mean, if they're gonna stare, we might as well make it worth their time.
I told you you'd get used to it.
As we board the vehicle, I'm like, we really got to get on the same page about keeping a low profile or not. That's all. We just have to be simpatico about it.
I don't even look like I have powers. And then I make the ship fly.
You brain the ship back to Blue Dolphin Base. Again, the gentle splashdown of Amelia touching into the Pacific waters on a cold evening, submerging underneath the black water until you finally see the luminescent lights of Blue Dolphin Base 60 feet below the surface. It's very quiet at this depth as y'all move a little further and further down. You occasionally spot a sea jelly moving past your window until y'all finally reach docking and the sort of ghostly, hazy light shining up that's illuminating a lot of the ocean around you guys, the only source of illumination right now. And then, of course, the speckled lights of the moon, as usual, coming through the surface. And as always, and you guys have started to pick up on the habit, you've noticed a few figures standing in the window. And it's kind of hard to make out from here, but there are definitely some shadowy forms standing by the window. And as the elevator, y'all descend into Blue Dolphin Base, are immediately greeted by a medical bot that comes zipping up to you guys and says, "Welcome back to Blue Dolphin Base, friends. Do any of you require medical attention?"
No.
Not at this time. Thank you, Florence.
You're
How are
very
you doing?
welcome. And thank you for maintaining your health. And goes,
Thanks.
and it moves back into the laboratory.
His voice is still way too loud.
It's perfect.
And that's where we are.
We brought dinner. I say hi to Annika.
Yeah, you guys move into the room. 1 second.
I'm separate out the dinner that we brought back for Oria.
Yep.
Start handing out all of the various things that I did not dip into at all on the way home. Maybe just a little.
I believe that.
It's like mostly still there.
Yeah.
That place is great.
Yeah.
Why have I not gone to Rat City more?
I genuinely don't know.
Y'all are having this conversation as you move into the. So what you're greeted by when you guys move back into the room is Sal approaching all of you, and hanging on him in a way that is very similar to Yoda on Luke's back, with minus the backpack sort of thing, but hanging around his neck, suspended off the ground, is Oniko. It was just kind of got her arms wrapped around his neck, and she's looking at you guys very seriously. And Sal just walks up and goes, "Hi."
Hi.
Hi, Sal.
Food.
You two.
And he looks over at Oniko and goes,
"Hungry?"
and Oniko just nods and he goes,
"Food."
Dumpling. This is called a fish dumpling.
Fish dumpling. Yeah.
You two doing a bit of wrestling, are you?
Wrestling.
He does a 360. And as he does it, you just see Oniko is completely ignoring all of this, and she starts eating the food. And he just goes,
It's not important, Sal.
Yoga.
Yoga?
Oh.
Yoga.
Of course, you're doing the
Oh.
strangle the neck pose. Yes.
I don't know that one.
It's a joke.
Speaking of, you might want to show me a few more of those stretches because I'm still hurting.
Okay.
Food.
I could get Florence.
Full.
No, I'm fine. I don't need Florence.
Florence.
No, Lacey.
Food.
All of it.
This is all you.
leans over. Oniko's just completely ignoring all of this. She is so just like curious about the food she's eating. And is just staring at it as Sal kind of leads her away and she keeps eating. And Sal just thuds away. You see on the message board on the Blue Dolphin computer base, there's a list of messages that have come in. Most of them look like they're from Mendoza.
Okay, yeah.
Trying to reach you again.
Yeah.
Please contact me. Not an emergency, but really need to talk to you. You just see it again and again and again.
Oh, good.
And again.
Not an emergency.
And
It could have
eventually
been
it's
an
an
emergency.
And then you see one of them looks coded.
Oh, that looks bad.
It doesn't have a obvious sender. There's about 6 messages, and the 6th message is a coded message.
All right, what's difficulty?
There's no point. Lacey, you stare at it for a second, and you watch the coding begin to form in front of your eyes, and you all watch as Lacey concentrates on the computer screen, and the screen kind of fluctuates a little bit, and then you watch it start to form words. The encoding, the encryption begins to formulate into a full sentence that just says Anton. Over and over. Anton, 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 Anton. And that's the subject line.
Lacey, what is that?
That was a message that came in.
It hasn't been
Can I
opened.
trace the IP address?
Okay. No. There's really no point in having Lacey. You're a tier 3 superhero. Lacey, you just kind of concentrate on it again for a second, and you begin to link the chains of all the data streams that it has passed through every single node that this piece of information has traveled to since it was typed in or created or verbalized, wherever it came from. You trace it back to what looks like essentially a cafe in downtown Los Angeles from what looks like a publicly rented computer console in a computer cafe.
Okay. On the screen, there's a map with a pin drop, and I want to check that cafe to see whether they have a security feed. I could check against the timestamp of the message.
Multiple.
All right. I'd like to do that. What's the difficulty of the roll?
There's no point.
I like it when you say it.
You can. I mean, this is not like hacking Pyramid Star. You basically. What's a miracle for you guys is y'all are actually on this computer screen. You're actually able to be watching Lacey's mind working in real time. You see it all popping up and just like swiping things away, finding the relevant information, zeroing in on it, splaying it out in front of them, and then just finding all the bits. It takes about 30 seconds for Lacey to decode this, find out where it came from, and then you see security footage start playing.
If that's who I think it's from,
it is. You see her walk in.
I have something to tell you.
You see her walk in, and she is got her arms crossed. You guys think you recognize her, but you're not entirely sure. She's wearing clothes that are not the typical clothes that she would be wearing, and she has Lacey. You immediately identify the glasses that she's wearing are like the typical model, like connective glasses. However, they are designed to block anybody from trying to identify. They are black market. This is stuff that is actually modified.
Right. It's like tinting your windows, but for contacts.
Yeah, it's not legally sold. So it's not like she's walking around with illegal hardware, the equivalent of like spy tech or anything like that, but it is kind of tipping in that direction. And she sits down at the computer console. And you see her kind of looking around for a moment, and then she starts making motions in front of her, which for somebody who's connected into the Surface VR, she's basically moving menus out of her way in this little kiosk that she's standing in.
I'm trying to like sort of move closer to the screen, and I'm kind of craning my neck and looking at it, and as I'm doing it, I'm trying to address everybody else in the room and say, the reporter told me something else that I didn't want to talk about back at the restaurant. My old boss is missing.
What?
She's been missing for weeks.
Anton?
This is her. This message was from her, and it was apparently sent to me.
You watch the video footage as she quickly, you see her mouth moving, and then she immediately does this, and then she looks around, and quickly steps out and into the street where you see her look around again and then move out of sight. Lacey, you're actually able to follow on security cameras. You see her leaving the area, and she hails what looks like a cab, which pulls up immediately. And she slides in and it takes off. We have to pause for our break. All right. 10 minutes over our break.
Good.
Okay.
It's like I said, you guys are really hard to interrupt when you get going. I don't want to stop.
No, that's good, because when we get back, I want to hit the ground running and not take a break.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a moment. Amy Dallin, you saw Captain Marvel, didn't you? Am I correct?
I can neither confirm nor deny, except for on social media.
I just want to say, if you had seen Captain Marvel, I want you to give me a review using one sound.
I'm literally not allowed to do that. But
What? You haven't seen it?
For asking.
Yeah, you haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it.
What would your review be with a sound?
You stop.
Don't encourage this. All right.
That's the sound.
You stop.
Yeah. Also, hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Oh, hey, wait. I was here the whole time. I was just phasing in and out of this timeline so fast you couldn't see me.
Holy shit.
Stop it.
I know exactly what happened for the first
That's why the
half.
meal was paid for before it was over. It was you.
We had dinner. It was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
We brought you back some fish dumplings.
Fish
Let's jump back in.
dumplings. Oh, that sounds good.
So, where we left off, you had just uncovered that, and for anybody who is not caught up with this, we've just uncovered that Melissa Strand has sent Anton a coded message that arrived at Blue Dolphin Base, which is worth pointing out. The second thing is that she apparently is gone missing and has been keeping a low profile and used what looks like a public, essentially an internet cafe, to make contact. You haven't opened the message yet. You've just seen the subject line, which was Anton's name over and over and over and over, and then immediately the security footage of where it came from, and verified that it was in fact her.
And we have that location of that cafe.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't in corporate LA. It was near downtown, but it wasn't in corporate LA.
What did she say?
Do you want to read the message in private? We could leave the room or something.
Oh, right.
Lacey, can you open up the message?
Yes.
Okay. It is a sequence of numbers.
Lacey, can you decipher that message?
I love these. Oh yeah, you like these too, right?
I love puzzles. Love them so much. Like
Collaboration. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love these. I love
What's
different
the
things
technique?
are fun for different people. I was listening.
we like punching, we like puzzles.
How do you know this is a puzzle and not just like an encrypted message? Or-
Encrypted messages are puzzles.
that's what I
It's the
thought you
same
were going to
thing.
say. Okay.
It's like the
They
same
could be
idea.
really, really long coordinates. No?
It's a puzzle.
What do you guys? Who wants to take the lead on the roll, and who wants to get the assist?
I'm always happy to, but if you want to take point, you haven't rolled in a hot minute.
Well,
I admit I have not either.
I do have I have riddles, puzzle solving tasks.
That
remember
absolutely applies here.
Yeah.
Is that a specialty?
Yeah.
Maybe you should take point.
I have one.
Training
doc?
from your descriptor.
Yeah. Okay, then you got a skill
Is
here.
that a specialty? Sorry, I should
And-
know that.
no, that's okay. And with Lacey and then your computer, you will have 2 assets attached to it.
So then I get. Oh,
So it's gonna the difficulty. So the difficulty originally was going to be 5.
5. So
So now it's 3.
2.
yeah.
Oh, 2. That's right. Eric maths.
Eric Maths.
So 2. Difficulty 2. So you need a 6 or better.
Okay.
Roll that d20.
Oh, I got an 18.
Yes!
All right.
Oh, you love puzzles, girl.
I love
Puzzles are where you live.
Damn
You're
it.
like, yeah. Let me look at this. Oh, it's a phone number.
Seriously?
That's what it was.
Oya takes all but a few seconds, but it's basically, it looks like,
We're stupid.
Well,
well,
it took a roll of
but,
phone number.
well,
Are you
because
like numbers in between the numbers?
that's
right?
correct.
Yeah.
Got it.
So looking at it, and it also has, it's not formatted, but the moment you look at it, you can piece it together. I mean, yes, there are numbers
Yeah,
between
it's
the
like
numbers.
You take out every other number, but then there's like a couple of fractals in there, so you take out the fractal numbers too, and that's the phone number.
Are you
Oh,
sure
it's
it's
like
not a
putting
coordinate?
junk DNA in numbers.
Exactly.
Yes. Essentially, it is a contact to reach her, supposedly, or someone.
Okay.
I hand him my
Caller, what are you doing?
Caller?
I mean, you could use your own, but I don't know. It seemed more.
Maybe, well, admittedly, whoever contacted us knew that this was a place to contact us, but, like, she was from Cassium, and this is a Cassium-owned base. Like, the secret is not that this base is here.
Maybe she's
but
had contact with.
maybe we can put it through, like, a VPN, and then a VPN, and then a VPN.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
VPNs.
You're right.
Basically, so you're gonna jump into.
You don't have to
So
do it.
to do that, you're basically jumping into the Nystral networks. Is that correct?
Sure. I mean, it's a basic
When you're using the internet, you're basically bouncing it around.
precaution.
Right.
I mean, you can get like a Chrome extension now that would do roughly the same sort of thing.
In all honesty, this would be a difficult roll of 4.
Okay.
So then, ding, and then Lacey does it. So Lacey, it takes you a moment, but you are able to set up multiple connectors, and bam.
I'm particularly proud of the
You've
one.
got a nice little. If someone starts trying to track this, it'll take them a few moments to actually figure out that it's A, multiple connectors all over the place, and then B, then they're going to have to sort of try to decode it. By then, you'll know. You've left
You sent it to
enough.
Sweden?
You've left enough corners to turn for them to kind of flag themselves if they come after it.
It pings Sweden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, ultimately, it tracks back to a pizza place in Ohio, but that's
Oh.
neither here nor there.
Do they have good reviews?
It's called
Yeah.
Nuclear Pizza, and it's got a dude just going like this on the pizza cover with an explosion of pepperoni behind him.
I
They
was gonna
haven't been
ask the
doing
name
well
of the pizza
lately,
place. It's very
and I
important.
thought that they might use the support. So maybe whoever tries to follow back would like find a good pizza place.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's good forward thinking.
They're
And
probably
that's
from
comes
Ohio.
Moya.
Business.
So yes,
Inability and patience here. What does the message say?
Is it ringing?
Yeah, it rings about 3 times before you hear the zzz, indicating that the connection has been made. And there's a beat, and you hear breathing on the other side of the line, and you just hear, hello?
Hello, who is this?
Anton?
Melissa?
You got the message.
Are you all right?
Where
are you?
I'm in, I don't want to say, on the line.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm all right. But I think I'm being followed and watched.
Are you being held against your will anywhere?
No, but about a week ago, there were a few men who tried to take me into a car. They were wearing corporate suits.
Melissa, I think my friends and I can maybe help you. Do you want help?
I do.
Is that why you reached out to me?
Yes, and also to find out what happened to you, because the last time we spoke, you were running for your life. And then I saw the news. It's been quiet on my end for a while now, but I'm too scared to come out of hiding. Ever since Measure Z passed, I've been able to move around a little easier, but it's still... I feel like I'm being watched everywhere I go.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Lacey, this line is secure?
Yeah, except for me, I'm tracing the location on Melissa's end. We'll see if I get there.
Okay.
Okay, you're tracing it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Melissa, I'm fine. I obviously don't work with you anymore because I had to go underground because something happened to my friends and I, and now we have abilities that lets us do things and help people.
I figured that might be why you stole the suit from the lab, and
Yes.
and of course why they were shooting at you,
Yes.
and why I saw you on the news.
You are correct in every one of those observations, yes.
Can I ask you a question, just real quick?
Yeah.
Where in your schedule did you think you were going to fit in a date with me?
I don't know. I'm sorry about that.
No, it was optimistic, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I thought that this thing would have been resolved quickly, but I'm
Sure.
now thinking this might be my life now.
Yes, I'm worried that might be the case for myself as well, by association, and I don't know how much longer I can stay where I'm at. Which, at that point, it dings Lacey. Yep. She is in what looks like an apartment building in one of the megaplexes in downtown Los Angeles. The megaplexes usually house sort of middle-class to low-income people. They are... I wouldn't say they're as bleak as the megaplexes in Dread, for example, but they do house up to 1,000 people at any particular location. They're basically huge multi-tiered apartment
We
complexes.
finally got urban density in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Please tell me they're in a
Yes.
It
shape
was the
of a
destruction of most of the city.
pyramid shape.
Are they pyramid shaped? There doesn't seem to be a touch of Ridley Scott on the building, unfortunately.
What about Bruce Timm, circa 1999?
Spin,
Amelia, this is going over my head.
spin
Some XP.
Spin it in an XP and we'll make it so. No,
Picture my
don't
XP.
actually. Don't.
I'll do it.
Keep your XP. No, I'm
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, So we have the location.
These
yes,
are
it looks
very
like
unusually shaped buildings that no one has seen anything similar to before.
right.
Never.
Yeah,
there was a reference to Batman Beyond cartoon show. It was 1999,
Right.
and Bruce
Oh.
Timm was the main designer.
The theme from that was on your
One of
playlist.
Yes,
The
that's
playlist was rocking.
Future Batman,
everyone's playlist was pretty rad.
Blade Runner.
That's true.
Yeah. So the apartment that she is in one of these megaplexes on the 34th floor. These things go up to about 200 floors. They are huge.
Okay. I having that location want to tap the complex security.
100 floors. I just realized I said 200. 100 floors.
Oh, okay.
Chop that down.
That is a change, and I appreciate the clarification because
Yeah.
that is a change.
I was like,
And set up an image recognition algorithm. So if someone who looks like a corporate goon it shows up on any of those security cameras, it'll ping me.
okay. It's a little, even with your level of skill and the amount that you have gotten used to this, Lacey, having essentially the bug's eye view of the complex, there are moments where you're sifting through and setting this up where you're getting too many camera images in your head at once. And it's like looking through a fractal lens and seeing 20, 30, 40, 200, 600 lives all at once, and it takes you a second to sort of...
That's why I want the algorithm to look for me. Nope.
Yeah. You kind of blink it away. You Luma,
Yeah.
being familiar with Lacey, you see them get a little, like, it's a little much at first as you tap into the network.
Only focus on what makes you happy. Only the fun codes. Fun codes.
I grab the funnel cake,
Funnel cake.
shove it right by my face.
The smell of funnel cake used as a foci, you get it as
Can we use the funnel cake as an asset?
as an asset.
I know that's why I reached for the next
Gotta add it
closest.
to the shopping list.
No, it's isn't it with some of the rest of the stuff in the? Because I put cookies on the list.
Oh, good.
Yeah, cookies are on the list.
Groceries? Yeah, the grocery list.
We are so sorry, Melissa. I know that's
Are you still there, Melissa?
Yes, I am still here.
We have cookies.
Who is that?
It's my friends. It's
Hi.
it's my group.
Hi.
Hi.
Can she hear us?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you need help
Yes, I need help.
now?
I'm running out of supplies. I can't stay here much longer, and I don't know if I'm being hunted or not.
Okay. Okay, we're
Go get her.
gonna come get you.
I don't know if I should give away my location.
We have it already. Sorry. So just stay
What?
put. Stay put. Stay safe.
Oh God.
Call this number back if.
Well, if you have it, anyone could have it.
What? Not necessarily.
Remember, I said that we have abilities that normal people don't have.
You really should have recruited me.
Wow.
There.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I guess I'll stay here. How will I know that it's you coming?
You'll know. We're very noticeable.
All right.
Okay.
See you soon.
Yes.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Click.
So everybody's okay with that? I didn't mean to.
I mean, if she's in danger, but you
sounded
trust
like
her,
you all
right?
Volunteered.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
That was a big pause. I heard that pause. Everyone heard that pause?
Did you not hear the question, or were you thinking about it?
was thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
That's right. She is potassium.
Right, and we can't rule out any possibility of anybody who reaches out to us or who communicates with us.
Did
that
she
it could
know
be a
about
trap.
you before the program of the news that's been everywhere?
No, but she was there when I was sort of stealing this suit, so she knew something was up.
Oh.
Right. Well, and hold up. If she already sent a message to the base, apparently she already knows we're here. So I guess that is not a secret, right? How does she find that out?
I'll put it on the list.
Yeah, we need to add some more stuff to that list. Maybe we
Okay.
can do it on the way.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
All right, here's the list. What are we supposed to do when we get her? Where are we supposed to take her? Who's following her? What kind of danger is she in? How can we actually help her or protect her?
And is she a spy?
Is
Did
she
you
a
add that already?
I guess that should probably be priority
probably-
number one
that
at
would
the
be
top
the
of the
first
list.
question, right?
Is she a spy?
I mean, we could blindfold her if she wouldn't know what.
Yeah.
I mean, she already sent the communication. She knows where we are.
Well, either that she just knows how to get in communication with the base. Well, she might not know exactly where it is.
Maybe we can ask her and see if she's lying.
How can we see if she's lying?
That's what I always want to know, but I think other people are better at it.
She could be good at bluffing.
I wish one of us had a superpower that was like detecting lies.
Well,
That would be so helpful.
That would be very
She was in recruitment, so she probably...
It's a certain cat that would come in real handy right now.
She's probably pretty good at BS, so I don't know.
You've come so far.
A little baby.
Also, can I make a request?
Yeah. Me.
Can we have a plan going into this thing? Can we have some kind of a plan? Because last time Hops was almost killed and we didn't have a plan and we just sort of rushed into this thing head first. And I was thinking about this and I was looking over some of the old comic books that Lacey let me borrow, and if there were a team of superheroes, there's a designated point person and leader and somebody that can actually call the shots. And I want to request that be somebody so that we are a little bit more organized and that we know what to do.
Captain Anton.
What?
I think you just volunteered. That's what I heard.
I mean, the person who has that idea sounds like someone who should be a leader.
I don't want to do it.
Not it.
That's not me.
Not it.
They all sound really good. I put Captain in front of all of your names, and it sounds really good for all of them.
I mean, maybe it could be mission to mission. This is really important to you, so how about... I mean, it's your friend. How about...
I'm gonna do a
call
GM
the shots
intrusion.
this time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we were talking too long.
We hung up the phone. We hung up.
GM intrusion here.
No
So is
plan.
anyone gonna stop me? Anybody has the option.
Do
Absolutely not.
we have
Who
the
are you
option?
doing it again?
Who are
of-
you
yes.
intruding on?
Can we learn that before and still?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna jump
someone
in on the
else is gonna
narrative
react.
here and
On
make
the
some-
narrative.
Yeah, it's not necessarily targeting anybody.
But
So
who
I'm
gets
giving.
the XP?
Right. That's why we're asking.
Well,
Yeah.
I would.
One of us?
I would say no. Whoever wants to, who's gonna get the XP for this specifically, if I intrude,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm gonna reveal that when the intrusion happens.
Well, then we don't know who would buy their way out of it.
But then I would.
Let's just go for it, kids.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
let's
Jump
do it.
in.
Always do the bad idea.
Yep.
Okay.
Except if it hurts Luna.
Okay.
All right.
Not on mad word anymore.
Continue.
Okay.
No, I don't like that.
Wait.
No.
You have to reward the XP now, right now.
yet.
When the reveal happens.
Okay.
yes, I will
Oh, okay.
The
It's fine.
reveal happens.
When the reveal.
It'll happen.
I tried.
Look,
Okay, let's get on.
Anton, if you trust this person and you feel that she's in actual danger, then we need to do something. If she's in trouble because of her association to us, it makes us just as responsible for her.
Anton,
I
gain 2 XP,
well, shit.
and you can give one of those away.
Here you go.
There have been a lot of words that have come up in this conversation, and a lot of them overlapping, a lot of them pressing against you. One of the big ones being mission. What do we do? You've heard the word leader. You've heard them. I mean, everyone's being very good-natured and encouraging, but as they continue to press this and like the talk of a plan starts coming up, it's almost the same as you imagine finding out that you as an understudy are about to go on and you have been given a different script. And not only have you been given a different script, but the script reminds you of a time you crashed hard the last time you were an understudy. It's very similar. You immediately begin to feel a tingling sensation between your shoulder blades rising into the back of your neck. And there is a feeling that at any moment, I mean, she emailed you at Blue Dolphin Base. She was a former casting employee. There's just this feeling at any moment that soldiers might just come out of the ceiling. There's a feeling that this simple drive to go get her. Hearing Hops's voice next to you as the conversation moves forward, and you cannot shake the image out of your mind of the look in Hops's eyes when she was gasping and staring at you for help, and you could not help her. And in that moment, you know her heart stopped. you watched Hops die. And as all of this is boiling up inside of you, the voices in the conversation have become a din of background noise. And for a split second, you think you're on the transport again. About this point in the conversation, you all have noticed that Anton is not talking anymore.
So I think we can just go outside the 34th floor, and she could open the window and then just get onto Amelia, and then we can leave, and then, like, write her new documentation, send her to Ohio. I know a really good pizza place.
Hey, Anton?
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Is that the plan? Is that what we're doing? Is Lacey going to be the team leader this go around? On this mission? Is that what we're doing?
Can I ask you a favor?
Are they going to do it? What?
Captain Lacey sounds wrong.
Will you show me that breathing thing again? I don't think I got it quite. It was something about centers.
I see what you're trying to do, Cass. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. That's really great.
Hey, Florence, maybe you should come in here.
You hear,
Nope, just hold. Nope, that loud-ass robot is not going to make this any better. Actually, you could hold off on that, Florence, and stay in the other room.
stops and goes,
The volume is down.
volume falls. And says,
Just.
you hear like a low television. Hello, I am Florence, a medical bot.
This has never happened before. I think I'm blacking out.
Are you having a panic attack?
I think I might be blacking out.
Okay, sit.
Okay.
We'll get
Can somebody
some
get
water.
Can somebody get some water? That's a great idea.
Florence, can you bring water? Thank you.
All right, okay. Everybody's. I can hear and see everything, but now I can't see things. I think that.
Put your head between your knees.
Blacking out.
Yeah.
Put your head between your knees.
What? Why? What's happening?
I don't know. That's
Like,
I'm not crashing in an airplane.
No, I'm saying that it helps you center yourself or something, right? Or just fold. I don't know. I saw it in a movie once. Just put your head between your legs.
And I kind of melt. I kind of start losing my composure.
The suit, you all are aware that suit is supposed to keep him solid.
What is happening?
The only time he ever loses consistency is when he loses control mentally. And you watch Anton's arms as he's saying, what? I'm this crashing plane. You notice his arms have started to elongate outside the suits, like he's slipping out, and then his head begins to dip.
Okay.
When he says putting his head between his legs, his head, the neck stretches down, and Anton's head dangles in front of his chest in a very morbid state.
Okay, not my
Hey,
bent.
look at us. Look at us.
My face is all tingly.
Okay. Shh. Mosh.
Can you see us? What can you see?
Well, don't stop talking. Everybody keep talking. It's helpful when everyone's talking.
We're here
Are you
with you.
sure?
Yes, it's helpful.
Okay.
But not the robot.
Water comes back.
I take off my glove and I dip it in the cold water and I lay it on the back of your neck. Feel that? Okay, you're present. Focus on the cold.
That actually does sort of speak to you a little
That's
bit.
good. That feels good.
Funnel cake. Here, smell this. Think of all of the things around you right now.
Okay.
Focus on right now.
Lacey, what's the plan? Tell me about the plan. Talk to me about the plan.
Okay. I'm going to fly Amelia with my brain. We're gonna park right outside her window, so that way we don't have to fight our way up a building or anything. Then she just opens the window. If the window doesn't open, Cass opens the window, and then she gets onto our ship, and then we make her new fake documents, probably for Ohio.
Yeah, and it'll be safe, and it'll be fast, and we'll be fast.
Right.
And it'll be safe.
Or if we don't want to do the window thing, we could even just meet her on the roof. It's
That's true.
It's an easy pickup. It's a
That's a good point.
It's a pickup.
Run.
It's like going through a drive-through. We're going through the drive-through in a very big car.
Operation Drive-Thru.
Operation Drive-Through.
Okay, that's a good idea.
We're just
Maybe
gonna-
we can get drive-through after this, because it'll be a successful mission. It'll be a job well done.
Right. We'll get you.
Sponsor us in a note.
We'll get you a milkshake.
Send us some French fries right now. In and out.
Whew. That is so weird. That's never happened to me before. I don't like that. That sucks.
Where did you go? We lost you.
I mean, I was here the whole time, but I also was blacking out.
You weren't with us.
It was all tingly, and it was like when you close your eyes and you can see stars behind your eyelids, except my eyes were not closed. It was weird.
Scary.
Have you slept?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Have you slept?
Well,
yes,
okay.
I have. It's okay. Hey, and we're all gonna do this together, and we're gonna get your friend. She's gonna be fine.
Thank you. All right, I didn't mean to throw the whole team leader thing on everybody. I know that's like a lot of pressure and stuff.
No,
but talking through it before we go out and do a dumb, stupid thing was like, that's kind of helpful.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's good.
I'm sorry, Hops. I rushed right into that.
What? No,
It's not your fault, Cass, okay?
I rushed right into it too. I didn't even know it was happening.
Cass, we've all been rushing into things. We've all been got kind of flying by the seat of our pants, and we've all been pretty successful up to this point. This was new for us. You know, we've just kind of been doing things in a way that has worked out pretty okay for us for the most part. I mean, even doing this stupid thing and freaking out about our loved ones ended up okay because we learned that they're kind of, for the most part, safe. But now this former supervisor or boss, well, she was kind of like an assistant to the.
We don't have to put a label
It doesn't
on it.
matter,
It's okay.
but she might be in danger, and it might be my fault because she kind of helped me before I busted out of there with the suit, and I can't let that happen.
So we won't.
Let's go save her.
We won't. Okay.
It's not your fault.
Anton,
Thanks.
it's not just talking through it that is bringing you back, but it is actually that you become very aware of the hands that are in your hands, and the sounds of Blue Dolphin bass, they start becoming a little more influential than the runaway train that you were on board a second ago. And you start feeling, what's interesting is the concern of your friends, what at first felt like noise and a little overwhelming, has actually managed to pull you back into watching your breath. The old meditation technique of watching your breath and being aware. It's pulling your focus away from the experience that you had, and it's putting your mind in front of you. And you find that it's starting to really level you off. And it takes a few moments, but the tingling sensation, which unfortunately is still there, but it's now in the back of the bus.
Let's go fuck some shit up.
Yes!
There he is.
That was helpful. Thank you. That was
You're
good.
welcome. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much.
Might want to wash that. Yeah, he's sweating a lot.
Sorry, here, I'll take that.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I got it.
It's cool. I'm not that picky. I live on a
Oh,
dog.
that was your glove? No, honey, that's gross. Let me wring that out. Please.
I did already. I got it.
All right.
You can trust us.
All right, we'll throw it in the wash when we get back. We just kind of
Hey.
don't have time to do that right
Let's
now.
go, let's go.
Who's team leader? Who's calling the
Lacey.
shots? Lacey?
It's Lacey's plan. Yeah.
We're all on a ship.
Are they okay with this? Are you okay with this? Because if
It's a drive and grab.
you're the shot caller, we're listening to your shots.
It's
Lacey.
a drive-through.
It's a drive-through. Operation drive-through.
Operation drive-through. Let's go do Operation drive-through. Captain Lacey doesn't sound right. Let's go. I have some stuff though.
What do you got?
I only have 2 of them right now, but maybe sometime I could make more. And Hops, you should probably have one, and Anton, you should have one too.
What the hell is?
And so those ciphers that I made last session.
Awesome. You want to tell them what they do?
Yeah. So there are in other systems a spell called Death Ward or an item called the Periaptive Wound Closure, whereby if you drop to 0 hit points, it bounces you back up to 1. It's a one-use device, but it'll let you get away to make a recovery roll. Basically,
How is it manifested in our world?
so this is there are little heart monitors that we have today that are about this big, that kind of chunky, But now it's just a little transdermal patch, and it will
Little jumpstart?
It's an automatic external defibrillator that you can just patch.
Oh,
So you have to bear it as a cipher, as like one of your 2 ciphers.
Okay.
Or 3 if you're Oya. And like already have it up and running. But if you choose to bear that cipher, then when you drop to 0 hit points, you will bounce back up to 1 once.
What was the name for it again?
Transdermal automatic external defibrillator.
You are like a table that I could just roll on for technobabble, and I love it.
It's a TED.
It's a
The
Ted.
Ted patch. It's
Give
the
me a
Ted
teddy.
Give me a teddy.
I'll take a seat, right?
Okay. Hopefully,
So-
we won't have to use this, but thank you, Lacey.
Yeah. Now it'll be safe, and now we can do Operation Drive-Thru.
Also, I'm 100% bringing my mag boots, and I will have them on in the ship. I'm gonna put them on
Okay.
because we're gonna be high up.
I thought you were about to say put them on your on the dashboard, and I was about to have feelings.
So real quick,
Hang them.
as everyone in the pairs, because it's an elevator up to the dropship, so it's kind of small. As everyone's going up, you linger behind to be the last one out, Oya, and as everyone's going up, you slip on those mag boots. And this is what happens before we cut away. So, as you slip on the mag boots and the elevator's coming back down, Oya, you have a moment where you freeze. Because the best way to describe it is as you're standing in front of this, watching the elevator come down, you're following it with your eyes, but then you end up just looking straight ahead because someone is standing behind you. A familiar presence, and you feel this sensation of somehow you just know, though you don't know what you know.
You're back.
And there's no answer.
Do I see the reflection?
No.
I just sense them.
You know that someone is behind you a few feet away.
I'm just gonna reach back and try to touch them.
They're way too far away for that. Whoever they are, they're probably about 20 feet away. But you can sense. And
I try to turn and look at them.
you slowly turn, and it's almost like a mirror. Because as you slowly turn and look, they too were facing away and are slowly turning to look at you.
Whoa.
You see a gentleman quite visible in how the others have been metaphorical or a little hazy, like a snapshot from the past or possibly the future coming through. It looks like sort of like through a filtered light. He looks like he's standing there, but you know he's not there. And as you slowly turn, the two of you make connection. He is about 6 feet 4 inches tall. He has hair that's a little waved and kind of pulled back, and he's wearing the exact same kind of jacket you are. And there's a purple glow around his hands. And he turns, and the same expression that you were giving, he's giving right back, like confused and surprised to see you. And all around you, Oya, space-time ripples. And you can feel the ambient pulse of the universe. As you guys are standing there in a moment in time that doesn't technically exist, you are aware that two realities are touching each other right now. And he's staring back at you from one of them. Blue Dolphin base behind him doesn't look the same. Different readouts, different positions of the chairs, different colors, and he's looking at you. And like a mirror, his hand goes up, and at the same time yours does, and he has the same reaction. You don't get a sense that this is mockery or that you are being manipulated in any way. Everything that you see with this gives you the impression he's just as bewildered as you. And then, and you snap out of it to the sound of the elevator landing.
Okay. Wow. Cafecito. I get on the elevator.
You turn and step up under the elevator. You hear your mag boots underneath your feet. Just
I've already begun speculating, guys. What the fuck?
We're over here. I have mine written down. Check.
Okay.
We have a prediction.
Yep.
That will open later.
I already know resources I'm going to check with when I get home that can help explain this. I'm going to go to my fictional encyclopedias.
Hector's just going to open the doors of the Bat Cave, and then all these encyclopedias are coming. So we're going to go ahead and cut to
drive-through.
We did it, y'all. Job well done.
Nice that everyone did XP. Thank you.
That cool thing. That was such a cool thing you did.
I can't believe you did that.
Anyway, here's your double double.
I really was just imitating
This group is too good at running with a joke. Way too good.
Wow.
Amazing.
I got video.
And no one died.
Yeah.
Not
This music is mournful. What's happening?
So we are going to. So if I remember correctly, you're flying up to the window on her floor.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and cut to.
Yep.
It's
there aren't corporate checkpoints anymore, so we can just fly
That's
right up.
correct.
Like
and the
weirdos.
sky lanes have opened up too. You guys have broken. Now you guys do. Let me just point this out. You do stand out like a sore thumb. You are having light. You do have to use lights and whatnot as you're flying around. If no one's looking up, no one's going to see you, but anybody who's looking outside their apartment window right now to hear what the roaring sound is going to report a jump ship, or rather a drop ship has just flown into right next to the apartment.
Definitely done
Sam,
the roof.
you can estimate just from the fact that you can hear police channels when you're tapped into the tech.
Sweet baby lets me know something I need to know.
You know you've probably got about 2 or 3 minutes before LAPD gets a report or finds out that there's something weird going on. And from there, maybe 10 minutes before they show up.
Okay. I will pop those as timers onto everybody's
They all pop up
devices.
on the screens.
Slash tablets. It's going to be in your pocket, but you know.
I felt it vibrate. Oh,
sorry.
timers.
So Amelia swoops around in hover mode as you guys basically face one of the windows of this megaplex. On the 30, up in the 30 floors up, I mean, this is a hell of a drop. But as you swivel around, there are no balconies up here. But the light shining through the window, you see the figure of what looks like a woman who was caught by surprise and who's leapt up out of her bed and is fumbling through a bag and is pulling a gun.
Oh.
And this isn't Melissa?
Oh, it's Melissa.
Oh.
You see she pulls a gun and is backing up and facing the window.
Oh, do we have like the back of the vehicle to the?
We're back.
Yeah, if you want to. So this is identifying her apartment, confirming that it's her, and then you guys are twisting around.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
be the first face that she sees.
Okay, so the ramp just starts lowering, and you start waving.
Knock on her window.
Yeah. Okay. As you start waving,
She's looking at
she
him.
starts lowering the gun, and you see this expression go. And then she moves over to the window and starts trying to find a way to open it and just goes.
I'm gonna freak her out, and I'm going to, because I hadn't stretched yet, stretch my legs to sort of, and then like attach myself right outside the window. Maybe something nearby.
You can suction cup your fingers if you want.
Amazing.
You're a tier 2 superhero, and I'll let you do that.
Great. So I'm just like
Can't
ghost
climb.
protocoling it.
You'll be able to stay there, but
Wow.
Just
you
like
watch
knocking
Anton
on the window.
You see her mouth.
Yeah. Sorry, I have powers. Can you open the window? Is there a way to open the window? We're here to save you.
I'm just watching this.
Doesn't open.
Cass,
Can you?
You can like send her a
open the
message.
window.
I shouldn't tell him that.
Okay.
This is way more fun.
I'm gonna need you to step back. Step all the way
Aye,
back.
aye,
Step back.
She moves to the back of the apartment, like.
And then I create a long like bleep and gloop like walkway for Cass to walk over me to get to the window.
Okay.
So she can,
Power of.
Yeah.
Form of a bridge.
Form up a bridge. Yes.
Okay, so
Best form.
Lacey, you're really focusing on
Do your
keeping this
thing,
dropship
Cass.
steady and close.
We gotta talk about you not being a doormat.
As you walk across Anton. Cass,
I'm a bridge.
Anton is he's wide enough for you to comfortably walk across. It is very windy up here, especially with the exhaust of Amelia. But the other thing is you're 30 floors up, and there is no imagine a wide tightrope walk. Because as you step out onto Anton, it occurs to you, oh, this is really high. Your hair's whipping around in front of your face.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna reach my arm up and just like do a tether around Cass's waist.
Oh.
Yep.
So I'm like mostly a bridge. I've got a tether on her. She's secure. If I need to, I'll stretch the edges of my body to go and create like little like walkway rails.
Actual rails.
Yeah.
I love how charmed
So I'm
you
like
are by that. Are
I'm
you
like
making rails?
concave.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's swaying in the wind because we're so
It's a
high
catwalk.
up. It's a little bit of a drawbridge.
I can't even test like the bounce.
Okay, Cass. Okay, Cass.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is amazing.
Don't. Just try to be a little subtle with the destruction, okay? Not so much glass and stuff, okay? Keep it localized. Keep it localized, Cass. You got this.
Yeah. Punch.
Difficulty 5?
Is this a strength test?
Yeah.
Task?
Yep.
That makes it a 3. And I think we can dump some effort in
This is
there.
not your
Oh,
first
no,
broken
wait, no,
window,
no,
so
no.
we
Can I
didn't
use
tell you to
enable
have
others?
to tell you to wrap your hand.
Yes.
I can benefit a character attempting a physical task. So there you go.
Tell me how that manifests, though. Instead of just throwing that skill. So
Because I'm looking at the window, and I could be like, oh, if you hit it right next to the left corner frame, it'll probably break easier.
I wind back from the right, like, worst possible place that I was about to hit it and be like, oh, right. Good call! You're welcome!
Thank you, Hans.
Make the roll.
That's gonna be 5 down to 4 down to 2. And
Use your rainbow.
a level of effort there. Makes it a 1.
All right.
Which is good, because I rolled a 4.
Oh, wow.
Barely made it.
Okay.
So that's a small break. That's what that
Thanks,
means.
right?
But it was a
How much damage do you do with punch again?
11.
You know, like 11.
No, it's not a small break.
Was there ever a window there?
The whole wall.
11 points is a lot more than that window could take. And Cass puts her fist through it. It doesn't explode or anything like that, but it does shatter inwards. It looks like the glass is shatterproof. It looks like it's pretty resilient, so your fist gets through. And you see the spiderwebbing effect of glass just from the impact of your fist going through that window. It's like a shotgun blast.
As Lacey alluded to, I would have wrapped my fist. In this case, probably I took my jacket off and put it around.
Okay. Yeah, so you've broken through. Your jacket may have gotten a little torn as you were punching through.
Oh.
But it'll just look
That's
cool when you sew that up.
You got some strength. Do you have invulnerability as well?
Not so much.
But with Hops' help, we'll say that where she told you to punch it, actually, you see the whole frame of the window, right where you hit it. Even if this had been in the center of the window, you'd be punching all night, making holes until it finally gave out. Where you hit it, you watch the top corner of the right glass. I mean, it looks like this is pretty old. This is probably, I mean, realistically, this was probably built just after C-Day.
Was it tempered? Because tempered, it'll at least bust into a small number of pieces.
Right. Oh, yeah. It's like a windshield.
Yeah.
Essentially.
That
So-
didn't. Half my family built windows like this.
Smashing. So about the point where you hit, you actually get that effect of a and it crashes down. All these beautiful deep blue pieces, shards of glass just and the wind whips up all the bed sheets in the living room, sending papers and whatnot flying about. Her hair whipping around her face. She just kind of covers her eyes and looks out and goes, "Holy fuck!"
That's what
Hey,
she said.
I'm Cass.
Hi, Cass. I'm Melissa.
Come with me if you don't want to stay here.
You need to work on your lines.
She moves over, and as she takes your hand, she looks down at you, Anton, and goes, "Hi, Anton.
Hi.
May I please walk across you?
Yes, please.
Thank you."
Should I have asked?
polite.
No, it's fine. I think it's a British thing.
Oh,
That's
right.
very. She's
It's
so
not a
polite.
British thing. You're a human bridge. I feel weird walking on you.
Don't forget to grab your suitcase.
Oh yeah. Do you need stuff?
No, I've got all my things.
Oh, never mind.
She's got, by the way, it looks like a
Satchel?
like
Does she
a
have a
courier
satchel?
bag around her body here.
Try to bring it back.
She takes your hand, but you see the fear surge through her as you start leading her across Anton, and she doesn't look down. She just kind of keeps her eyes forward and goes, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God."
Don't even worry about it.
You're
Just
okay. Doing
couple
great.
of steps.
Use the handrails. He made handrails.
Oh my god! Oh my god! She's just
more like thigh
she's using the handrails.
We don't
She
know what
does
they're
get
made
back
of.
to the other side with you.
The sides of my body.
Okay.
They are.
The muffin
Love
top
handles.
rails.
They are.
So it takes a few moments. She gets back to the other side, and when she gets onto the ramp, she goes. She immediately collapses down to the ground and like puts her hands in front of her to touch as much of stable flooring as she can. And you see her look up. Who is in the back of this thing? Okay.
All of us. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all there.
Okay. She looks up at all of you and just goes, "Hello."
Hi.
And then she throws up
Oh,
Oh, crap.
all over the floor of Amelia.
that's okay. Come with me. We're gonna strap you in, nice and secure.
Anton
Tracker
just
check.
huh?
Tracker check.
Tracker check. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So Sweet Baby takes the helm for a moment while you kind of relinquish control, and go ahead and make a roll. This is. I would probably say this is difficulty 7.
Okay. So let's see.
So well within your
name,
range.
Superpower. Let's see. I'm not really using devices for this. Does my computer assist me in scanning? Or my contacts, either one?
Not really. Not here. Yeah.
Cool. So those are down by 4. You said difficulty 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's be fancy.
Okay.
3 levels of
I'll
effort?
spend 4 points out of my. Cool.
You're like, what the hell?
All right.
No trackers. No trackers. Nothing. In fact, Lacey, with the point expenditure, I'll give you this. Not only is she not being tracked, but you don't detect any tech inside the room either, aside from what she was using to contact.
She was off the grid.
Off the grid, but you also don't detect anything that. It doesn't look like she was being observed. You do know that outside the room there are cameras that are standard to this, but really the only tech that's on her is her contacts and a data pad that she has in her satchel.
Okay, so she does have an object that she made the call from, because if that were suddenly gone, I
Oh
would've
God,
been
yeah, you're gonna
suspicious.
freak out.
Yeah.
No. It's nothing like that.
What about that thing that blocked her face from?
Those are so good.
Those
That
are
was from her.
Yeah,
Those are from her contacts.
her
Yeah,
contacts.
she was wearing contacts and glasses over them, and that helped basically block out
Full
her ID.
retinal.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it is interesting though. Everything you know about Nystral tells you that they would have been able to find her.
yeah.
Because what you pulled, they can do. They can't do it with one person in their mind, but they can do it.
Yeah.
So curious. As you guys all load up onto the ship, the door begins to close. She has been seated down and is next to Luma, and is like, "Thank you, that's very kind of you. I apologize for my breath."
No, don't worry. I have to deal with this kind of stuff all the time. You couldn't make a smell that wouldn't offend me.
Oh,
I look at
interesting.
Luma.
And where are you headed?
Oh, we can't actually go through the drive-through of In-N-Out with this. I want to go to the warehouse that we used as a staging point for
Sure.
Kylan until we have this resolved and have everything figured out.
So then we'll go ahead and cut to that.
Great.
The ship touching down a few
But also
moments
Postmates
later.
In-N-Out.
What's that?
But also we Postmates In-N-Out to that warehouse because that was part of the plan, and it comforts Anton to stick to the plan.
Operation
It
drive
does.
through.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll feed Melissa also.
So then, let's go ahead and just, through a series of moments, we see the ship flying through the skies of Los Angeles at night and moving through that deep midnight blues and beyond the neon towers of this future city. You eventually make your way towards the district where the lights are not quite as numerous, where there's shadows being cast all over the ground. It's a big black spot of darkness that kind of envelops this area of older Los Angeles that never got finished being developed after it was obliterated by the seismic event that we know as C-Day. From here, you can see Raft City in all of its beauty stretching out onto the ocean, and you can see the Pacific, and you can see a lot of old relics from Los Angeles from an age ago, a totally different time in the history of the city. And touching down on the old pavement here, you see the darkened warehouse where Kylan Kraus was using as a safe house. The ramp comes down, and without much conversation, she's led out. And about the time you see a car pulling up and coming to a stop, and a light switching on the inside, and the image of what looks like a young person looking at they're looking at a data pad and like looking outside the window, and the window comes down as y'all are all disembarking, and goes, "Lacey?
Hi, that's for me.
Lacey!"
Some things never change.
And gets out, comes around. This person, by the way, has 2 cybernetic legs, and just walks around and just walks over to you guys and goes, "There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, have a great night."
Postmates.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
Why were
the
all
guy.
6 of us out here to receive?
Oh
this?
my
It could've
god,
been
you
one of us.
guys.
I couldn't carry out.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here, your food, and he hands it and says, I'm a huge fan of you guys. No one's gonna believe me."
Well, we love In-N-Out, so same page.
Sponsor us. Just kidding.
Could I get a picture with you guys?
Anton?
We're on a secret mission. It requires secrecy.
Oh my god.
So you can't
So-
tell anyone you saw.
Not gonna say a thing.
Okay.
Thank you, citizen.
This is your mission.
Sid, if you guys need anything, my number's on the contact info.
We have it.
We have it, Sid. Callisto 6 thanks you for your support.
Oh my god, you guys are the Callisto 6. That's crazy. I had a bet with my friends that wasn't your team name. Like, we weren't sure, but we saw the 6 everywhere, you know? Like the spray paint. It was I'm sorry. You guys are great. I love you guys.
Tell your friends.
Okay, I'm gonna tell. No. But not about the mission.
No,
not about the mission.
exactly.
I see what you're trying to do. No, I'm on it.
That was a test and you passed.
You guys rock. I fucking love you guys.
Just stay in school.
And
Or don't.
you hear the whirring of his legs as he moves across the car, and he's kind of bouncing, and he's like, "You guys are awesome." He gets back in the car. "You guys are awesome!" And begins to drive away.
I tip Huge and swap the address that he delivered to in his GPS memory with one about 3 miles away.
Okay.
Oh god, this is gonna keep happening.
Maybe we should make stickers to hand out when we can't give them photos. I don't know. This might happen a lot. I'm just
idea.
making.
We should have a merch shop.
Oh my
So-
god.
We're going to.
Huh.
Yeah, we
How's
might need
Melissa
income.
doing?
Think about it.
I don't know.
She
if
feels
love-
relevant.
Animal style.
I just want to say I love how meta that just got over there.
What?
We should have a Callisto 6 merch shop.
I don't know if people would be interested in that.
No.
No.
Would they?
There might be some people out there. I don't know.
Register your
I hope.
opinions in the chat.
Hashtag Geek and Sundry. And that's the Geek and Sundry account. Let the social media people know. I'm going to get a message. Eric, what the hell did you say last night? No, but they want to do it. So anyway, we're going to cut to inside the warehouse. Everyone is kind of having conversations off to the side. Anton, it's just you and Melissa. The two of you sitting across from each other. And right now, the only noise that can be heard is the gentle chewing of a delicious, juicy hamburger. She's chewing
Can I
on
turn
it.
on the lights?
Huh?
Can I
There's-
turn on the lights?
They'll turn off the moment you let them go.
I know.
So
I'm
you
just gonna hold
just
on
want to run the
them.
power?
Everyone's eating in the dark. Yeah.
Okay.
Just stick my hand.
You just walk over. You do see a very familiar hole in the wall?
Gross.
Just a couple if you can control it, not the whole thing.
No, just the. No, I got a lot more control now. Marshmallow. It's fine. Here we go.
So the dim lighting that kind of flickers as Hops is just kind of casually eating and touching a wire that's been dead for decades. Melissa's just sitting there eating the hamburger, and she just says, "I've been eating dry cereal for 3 weeks."
So this is an upgrade.
Oh, it's just her and Anton.
Oh, are we now?
Yeah. They've kind of moved off to the. They're.
You have
Damn it, Gina.
Eric.
Take 20 points of intellect.
I
damage.
didn't know.
How dare you try to
Stop
intervene
interrupting
with your
their
awesome
Sorry, I
plate?
needed more ketchup.
Hey, take the rest of
Sorry.
it. Melissa, do you need any more ketchup? You good on ketchup?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Here,
no,
please
good.
take this back.
Thank
to
you very
everybody.
much.
No problem. It's okay.
Got the ketchup, Cass. Oh, thank you.
Sorry
So-
about that. Sorry. Melissa.
So the two of you are sitting there eating quietly, and after the cereal comment, and she just looks up and she goes, "What happened to you after that cyborg stole you away?" Because I saw the news reports and I've heard things.
We were able to stop Dr. Jerome from being
Saw that.
taken by people that he shouldn't have been taken by. So he was put back into custody, and my friend Lindy over there almost died, but we were able to save her, I guess. She pulled through.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I don't know if I was being watched or not. I think I was. I just couldn't get out of my head what happened that day when you ran out of the elevator.
What the hell happened to you? What happened after?
They took me for questioning.
What did they ask? What did you tell them?
They insisted that you and I had a personal relationship, revealing that apparently they could hear everything we were saying. Surprise.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. If I hadn't been seeing anybody, Anton.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Of course, I haven't returned his phone calls in a while now, being on the run and all, so I'm probably not seeing anyone anymore.
So what made you think that you were maybe being observed? Was it just the questioning from Cassium?
It was the questioning from Cassium. But they took me upstairs to see Dr. Wren, the CEO of Cassium. A brief conversation with her scared me.
Yeah.
She's
intense.
Different.
Yeah.
Very different. I think she's... I went through a lot of training. You did too. We get to know people. We get to learn how to read people. Mm-hmm. And sometimes people communicate exactly the opposite of what they mean to. Mm-hmm. I think she's scared of you. All of you. But when she became convinced that I didn't know anything, she seemed to hint that my life wasn't my own anymore. But this was all before Measure Z, and ever since then, corporate LA seems to have just shrunk back like a shadow at noon. And now I can't see the truth of my situation quite as well. I just hear gunfire. And you see her hands have started to tremble as she's holding her food, and she looks at it and she just, I can't. And she puts the food in the bag. How do you do what you do?
I don't know. I don't have a choice. But also I have friends that are helping me. We're helping each other. I mean, I literally had a panic attack on the way over to come and get you, so yeah, they're helping me. And you don't have to do this alone either. You deserve a life. It's not fair what happened to you just by being associated with me in any kind of way that you would be questioned or have to go see some powerful and scary people. So I think we have a plan. I mean, our current team captain has a plan. They talk
team
about
captain?
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Right? It does, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, we never go into a mission without knowing exactly what we're going to do. So they were mentioning that maybe we could, if you wanted to, kind of help you go into like a witness protection program or something. Get a new identity for you. Find a safe place for you out of the city, out of the state, whatever it is that you want. Or if you wanted to, go back to your life and your people.
God, I could never work for Cassium again, not after the revelations of what they were doing came out.
That makes sense, but maybe you could just still be you with your name and your apartment, and we'll get you a new window. Sorry about the window, but
Do you have trouble being you sometimes after everything that's happened?
Sometimes.
Same here.
But sometimes it's really easy for me too. Sometimes I have these moments of clarity, these moments of zen where I feel right. Everything just feels right.
Well, can I get some of that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can. We can help you. I can help you. You can stay here in this off-the-grid warehouse for as long as you want, or you can...
I can't imagine what it would be like asking your friend over there to stay with her hand plugged into the wall all the time.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, we can work around that stuff. What I'm saying is, if I'm trying to say anything at all, it's that, is that we have plans, that you have options. If you wanted to go back to being Melissa Strand and living in Los Angeles but not working at Cassium, I think we can make that doable for you. I think we can take you off of the board, if you will. We can tell the people who need to know that you're off limits, that nobody is to ever come after you or follow you or question you or anything. And you can live your life that way. And you know what, Melissa? At the end of the day, you can decide to become, you know, Carol McGivers and live in Minnesota, or you can be Melissa Strand and live in Los Angeles. And either one of those options, you could still get hit by a transport tomorrow and then you're gone.
It's true.
Hang on, I think one of my friends is eavesdropping. Hang on. Because Hops was snickering the second I said that. Are you guys listening in? Are you guys listening in on me?
Delicious!
Oh, this is so good!
I love that. I would be wrong.
So good.
Extra fried.
She just... I think I see now how you get through it.
Okay, all right, everybody, you can come over. It's fine. Come over.
Everybody.
I have to.
So...
I'm just gonna.
We'll come to you.
Pull the wire out
So-
the wall of it.
all of you gather around Melissa.
What I was trying to say, Melissa, whatever you decide to do, none of us know what's going to happen tomorrow, good or bad. It's your choice. It's your call. We'll help you. Like I said, our brilliant team leader has a way for you to go off of the grid or for you to stay here. You just have to tell us.
I'll think about it.
Great. Also, follow-up question. How did you know where our base is?
I have a few follow-up questions.
Yes. If you wouldn't mind answering some questions.
We have a list.
It's a Cassium base. And right before Measure Z passed and they had to go public with a lot of the information that they had, I was able to find out where you were by tracking where Cassium was trying to find you.
Great.
That was dangerous.
Huh.
That was smart.
So they found us?
Probably.
You two, you all kind of sit in a circle, letting that sink in for a minute. And there's a moment that stretches on, wondering what the implications of that could be. But as that moment stretches on, one thing becomes very clear, is that the two people who constantly are having to reassure themselves that they're not alone are surrounded right now. And Anton, as you're sitting in this circle with your friends, finding a moment of levity, you become aware that your armor was never the suit that you're wearing. And as Melissa looks up at you and reaches back into the bag to go back for some more food, you begin to realize that she too is starting to realize she's not alone. And that is where we are going to stop tonight.
Wait, I'll just let go of the wire. And scene.
Well done.
Thank you, technical
Well done.
Yes.
Real quick before we sign off, just because it became a heavy theme tonight, I just want to reiterate that the theme of tonight's episode was kind of discovered as we played it. And we knew where we wanted to go with this, and we were exploring it. I just want to reiterate to everybody watching at home, because I know that we as a community shared these exact same feelings sometimes. You guys are not alone either. Thank you so much for watching tonight. And come back and see us next Friday night. Stay tuned for Vampire, which is up in an hour. And we will see you next time on Callisto 6. And until then, believe me, it's good to stay whimsical.